the last two ball games. But because of his heroics, the Indians come in and sole possession of first place in the American League Central Division. The Tribe now with a record of 72-47, and that puts them a half game in front of Minnesota. It is the first time the Indians have had sole possession of first place since April 20th, and the Indians have never had more than a one-game lead all season long in the American League's Central Division. Boston, on the other hand, is really playing for its playoff life. I know it's only mid-August, but they're in big trouble. The Red Sox find themselves at 62-59. Obviously, they're not going to catch the New York Yankees. They are 17.5 games behind the rampaging New York Yankees, who, if the Yankees get to play Baltimore every night, goodness gracious, how many records will they set? Meanwhile, as far as the wild card chase is concerned, the top two clubs right now are Minnesota and Tampa Bay, and the Boston Red Sox find themselves 8.5 games behind Tampa Bay. So this is quite a stretch for the Boston Red Sox. They know they really have no margin for error, and they've just got to almost come out, and while it's not practical to say win every night, that has to be their mindset to try to get back into this thing. They need a winning streak, much like they had a devastating losing streak here over the last 2 weeks. Things have really changed, and at one stretch in the last 2 weeks, the Red Sox did lose 8 in a row, and that's what put them in this precarious playoff situation. Tonight, it'll be John Bacon making the calls behind home plate. The crew chief is Ted Barrett, as he will umpire at first. John Tumpane at second, Lance Barksdale at third. Mike Clevenger on the hill, 28 years of age, 6'4", 215, fastball curve, slider change. Mookie Betts leads it off the wind, and tonight's first pitch is up and in, and that gets Betts jumping out of the way. Ball one. And we are underway here at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario. Game time temp, 76 degrees. The next offering, and he went breaking ball and dropped it in there. And that's a called strike, and that'll even the count at 1-1. Last year's most valuable player, Mookie Betts. The pitch to him downstairs, ball 2, 2-1. He is simply one of the best all-around players in all of baseball. The Gold Glove right fielder, hitting 280, 20 homers, 62 ribbies. The next pitch, and it's in there at the knees, a called strike, 97 miles per hour, and the count 2-2. Clevenger is facing Boston for the first time this year, and for just the fourth time in his career. Now the pitch swung on, hit a ton. Deep center field. This ball is off the top of the 19-foot wall. Betts hit second. He's making a turn and going for third. Lindor's relay, head first slide. It's a triple. Jose Ramirez says maybe we ought to check that replay and see if indeed he was safe at third. So Mookie Betts pounds a triple high off the 19-foot wall in center. It's his fifth triple, and the Red Sox are quickly attacking. Boy, they did this all night long. Last night, the Red Sox 5 runs. They had 12 hits and countless other rockets that were turned into outs. Nothing wrong with this club offensively. Here's Rafael Devers, left-handed hitting third baseman. Indians concede the run, playing the infield back, except at third. And Devers takes a backdoor curve for ball one. It stayed on the porch. Devers is second in the league in hits, second in the league in doubles, second in the league in extra base hits, second in the league in RBIs. Now the 1-0. Down and in, kicks to the right. Nice block by Perez, pops on it about 10 feet from the plate, and that'll keep Mookie Betts at third. Rafael Devers batting .317. That's fourth in the league. The 24 homers and the 90 RBIs, the second most runs batted in the American League. And a ground ball here gets him RBI number 91. Now the set, the 2-0. And it's fouled back by Devers, 2-1. The only guy in the American League with more RBIs than Rafael Devers is Mike Trout. He has 2 more at 92. Devers is second at 90. And the guy on deck is third in the American League. Xander Bogaerts has 88 runs batted in. No score. Boston threatening the pitch. A swing and a miss. Good slow curveball. And the count 2-2. Mike Clevenger has not done well against Boston in the past, but that's 3 games. So that's, again, a very small sample size. But he is 0-1 in the previous 3 starts and an earned run average of .803 lifetime against the Red Sox. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, drilled to left, base hit down the line. It'll go all the way to the wall. That'll score Betts, and Devers has another double. So give Boston a 1-0 lead. Devers has 40 doubles, 91 RBIs, and back-to-back extra base hits, and Boston takes care of another streak, 1 batter in. The Red Sox, with that leadoff triple, now have had an extra base hit in 136 consecutive games. That dates back to mid-September of a year ago. And they've had 2 extra base hits, 2 batters in. So here's Xander Bogaerts, and Mike Clevenger better figure it out here in a hurry, or it could get ugly in a hurry. Boston with a 1-0 lead, a runner at second, nobody out. Bogaerts looking at a called strike. Now this is a lineup you have to have your A game. Boston hitting .274 as a team. That's second best in the league. They average 5.7 runs a game, almost 6 runs a game. That is second in the league. They lead the league in doubles, 4th in the league in homers, lead the league in walks. I mean, they just press you from the opening pitch until the 27th out. Now the pitch, check swing, and a breaking ball is in there, 0-2. Yeah, they're having a disappointing year, but my goodness, how quickly do you forget? This club won 108 games last year to win their 3rd straight division title. And then they just plundered the rest of baseball in October. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Chased a breaking ball almost in the dirt. So Clevenger gets a big strike out of Xander Bogaerts, and it keeps Devers at second. Bogaerts came in hitting .304, 25 bombs, 88 RBIs. You look at what Boston did in the playoffs last year. They had a 108-win regular season. Now they've got to play, of all teams, the Yankees in the first round of the playoffs. Well, they disposed of New York in 4 games. The Indians saw how good Houston was. They wiped out Houston in 5 games, and they blew apart the Dodgers in 5 games in the World Series. Here's J.D. Martinez, the DH. The pitch, and it's swung on, fisted in the air, first base side. Carlos Santana, foul territory. The Indians' first baseman gets Martinez. Boy, that was a good jam job by Mike Clevenger. And J.D. Martinez fouls out, and it's still 1-0 Boston. Runner at second, 2 down. So think of that. Boston wins 108 games and loses 54 in the regular season. And then Boston in the postseason goes 11-3. Holy cow. That's as good a season as any team's ever had in the history of the game. Here's Andrew Benintendi. Left-handed hitting left fielder, waves at a fastball away, strike 1. Greg Allen in left, Oscar Mercado patrolling center, Tyler Naquin in right. On the infield, Carlos Santana at first, Jason Kipnis at second, Frankie Lindor at short, Jose Ramirez at third, and Roberto Perez catching. Boston 1, Cleveland nothing, on a triple and a double by Betts and Devers to start the game. Now 2 down, the pitch to Benintendi, high and wide, 1-1. Mike Clevenger doesn't catch any kind of a break here. Benintendi is hitting .391 over the last 21 games. Cincinnati kid who played at the University of Arkansas. Now the pitch, just a whisker outside, 2-1. Mike Clevenger, now that he's healthy after missing almost 2.5 months with that upper shoulder back injury, is 7-2 with a .302 ERA. This is his 12th start. No complete games, 6 innings a start. He averages 13 strikeouts, 3 walks per 9 innings. The pitch hit foul down the left side, 2-2. Both starting pitchers tonight average 13 strikeouts per 9 innings. Mike Clevenger will be opposed by Chris Sale tonight. 2 down, runners still at second. Boston up 1-0, inning number 1 from downtown Cleveland. Now the set by Clevenger and the 2-2 delivery. Checked on a changeup away, full count. And again, I know this is redundant, but this is why Boston's so good. They don't expand their strike zone. It's why they lead the league in walks. And boy, they don't miss their pitch very often when they get it. Outfield for Benintendi, medium deep. They play him the other way to left. The pitch, and he grounds one to first. Santana bobbles, recovers, flips to Clevenger, and he gets that critical third out. Well, get Mike Clevenger some credit. This had
in Cleveland.
I am invested in this town.
Tomorrow morning, 9 to 10.
I'm here to stay.
On WTAM 1100.
The Indians and the Red Sox, bottom half of inning number 1. 1-0 Boston, and Chris Sale, who's had a puzzling season. 30 years of age, 6'6", 183. Chris Sale still has electric stuff. The strikeouts would bear that out, but made a lot of mistakes that have hurt him this year. Leading off, Frankie Lindor batting right-handed, takes a strike on the inside corner. Chris Sale, a guy that has that sweeping delivery from the third base side of the rubber, and the pitch, and it stays wide, a slider, 1-1, and he will throw a boatload of sliders to go along with his mid-90s fastball and slider changeup mix. The pitch, cued foul off to the right by Lindor, and the count is 1-2. He's not having a good year, but he is capable of dominating on any given night. Sale facing Lindor, who's hitting .300, 20 homers, 48 ribbies. Lindor tried to hold up, chased a slider in the dirt, and strikes out. Frankie came in batting .417 in his career against Chris Sale. Chris Sale, the Indians saw a lot of him when he was with the White Sox, both as a reliever and starter. This is his 31st career outing against the Indians and his 20th career start. 11 times he worked out of the pen. Lifetime against the Tribe, he's 5-8 and a lifetime .480 ERA. The Indians have done some serious damage to him throughout the years. There's Oscar Mercado, center fielder, swings and misses at a changeup away. Mercado right now is kind of fighting himself a little bit. Last 2 weeks batting .160. The wind-and pitch, a swing and a foul back, 0-2. Boy, when you're in a bit of a slump, it's hard to get out of it facing the likes of Chris Sale. Andrew Benintendi's in left, Jackie Bradley Jr. in center, Mookie Betts, the Gold Glover, in right. Give you the infield after this 2-strike pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, elevated a fastball, wiped him out. 2 strikeouts to start the first. 1-0 Boston. Here's Carlos Santana. Back-to-back nights in which he's been a hero. And Santana, the first since Albert Bell in that incredible 95 season. Santana, the first since Bell did it in August of 95 to hit game-winning home runs the ninth inning or later in back-to-back games. He'll bat right-handed, and he'll take a fastball outside. Mitch Moreland's at first. Marco Hernandez is at second tonight. Xander Bogaerts at short. Rafael Devers at third. Santana swings, drives one deep right, slicing foul. 1-1. Sandy Leon is doing the catching. Chris Sale is coming off a really good outing. 5 days ago, he dominated the Angels. 8 shutout innings, 2-hitter, struck out 13, didn't walk anybody. That's a good lineup. The 1-1 is down low, 2-1. The start before the Angels start at Yankee Stadium, he gave up 8 runs in 3 2/3 innings. That's just hard to fathom him having that kind of an outing. Now the 2-1, outside 3-1. On the year, Chris Sale 6-11, a 4.41 ERA. 24 previous starts, 1 a complete game shutout. 6 innings per start. He averages 13 strikeouts and only 2 walks per 9. Now the pitch. Swing and a foul in back of the plate, full count. He grew up in Lakeland, went to college in Fort Myers at Florida Gulf Coast. White Sox made him a first-round pick. Initially in his career, he worked out of the bullpen. Then he went into the rotation, and, well, the rest is history. 1-0 Red Sox, 2 down, bases empty, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He just blew away Santana at 96 miles an hour. Well, Sale pitched.
The best team coverage of Browns training camp is on WTAM 1100.
It's a 1-0 ball game. The Indians overload the right side of the infield. Top of the second for the left-handed hitting first baseman Mitch Moreland. Mike Clevenger rocks and fires, drops a curveball in there. Well, it's a delightful 76 degrees here at game time. The temp brought to you by Perfect Power Wash. Perfect results guaranteed. PerfectPowerWash.com is the place to go to get your quote. The pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2. Moreland hitting .234, 14 homers, 41 RBIs. Now the windup by Mike Clevenger and the next delivery. And it's swung on a miss. Good fastball away. So Clevenger looks like he's found it. After a triple and a double to start the game, he has struck out 2 of the next 4. And here's Marco Hernandez. Well, you talk about a comeback story. This kid missed most of 2017 and 18, recovering from shoulder surgery. Left-handed hitter at second base, and since coming up, Marco Hernandez batting .333, couple of homers, 7 RBIs. Now the pitch, swing and a foul back. Looked like actually he didn't foul it back. He tried to check his swing. He went around and Perez didn't catch the ball. That was bizarre. 1-0, Red Sox leading it. Folks still filing in through the wrought iron gates off Eagle Avenue. Come on down. It's turned out to be a delightful night. Should be a heck of a game. 1-0 Boston. The pitch. And a check swing foul off to the left. He has had 2 of the most defensive swings. And Hernandez down in the count 0-2. Shane Bieber goes tomorrow. And that'll be a 1:10 start. And the Indians' 2.5-day homestand is over. Now the pitch, high, 1-2. Are you going to follow Tito's advice for packing?
Just turning the suitcase over and throwing it back in the trunk.
Tito says, why unpack? Just wear the clothes on the other side from the other road trip. Just turn them inside out. The 1-2. Swung on a weak ground ball, headed to the shortstop, charged by Lindor, no play. Wow, did he get down the line? And nothing more that Lindor could do. Hernandez runs well. We've not seen him before. And now Sandy Leon, the batter. But Marco Hernandez, woo, he went flying down that line. And you know what? He's a guy, you look at him, 1 year in the minor leagues, he had 90 steals. 90! So let's see if he tries to take off here at some point. Since the Red Sox brought him up, Marco Hernandez has 1 steal, 1 try. He's aboard, 1 out, 1 on. 1-0 Boston, second inning. And the left-handed hitting, Sandy Leon takes low, ball 1. Leon is a switch hitter, batting left-handed. The catcher hitting 197, 5 homers, 16 RBIs. No breeze. And a pleasant 76 degrees here in Cleveland. Clevenger, that right arm wig-wagging back and forth as he's bent over getting the sign. Now the pitch, and it's high. He went off speed, 2-0. The aggressively sophisticated Toyota Highlander. It's a real team player with plenty of room and comfort for the whole family. For all Toyota offers, go to buyatoyota.com. Here is the set by Clevenger. And the 2-0. That's in there, strike. So Toyota's Highlander is a team player. The Toyota RAV is very selfish.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. That's how you differentiate. You go for the RAV, you want the ball hog. If you go for the Highlander, you want the guy that wants to give you the assist. Here's the pitch, and it's a little bit high, 3-1.
So one of them would take Kyrie Irving, the other one would, let's see, who dishes in the
LeBron. Yeah. Yep. Of course, the RAV can hit some big shots when you're trying to win a title.
Oh, boy.
And Kyrie did.
He sure did.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. High, and he walked him. So Leon draws the walk. Hernandez to second. 1 out. Boston leading 1-0. Here in the second, Jackie Bradley Jr., who homered to left last night. Great to see the legendary Hall of Fame manager, Tony La Russa. He is here with the Boston Red Sox and one of the great guys in the history of the game, and certainly one of the game's greatest managers ever. And he was with the Boston Red Sox president of baseball operations, Dave Dombrowski. Boy, they've been together a long time. Here's the pitch to Bradley, and it's in there, a strike. Now, they haven't been together all the time, but they were together early in their careers. Dave Dombrowski was learning as a young pup in the front office of the Chicago White Sox under Roland Heeman. And one of the minor league managers was this young man named Tony La Russa. Here is the set. Here is the 0-1. And Bradley fists one in the air. Third base side foul. Ramirez near the photo bay area has a play, and the Indians' third baseman retires Bradley. And that is out number 2. So 2 outs, 2 on, 1-0 Boston. Tony La Russa is now a vice president with the Red Sox, special assistant to Dave Dombrowski. And they are 2 of the best people you'll ever come across in the baseball industry, and 2 of the sharpest baseball people you will ever meet, Dave Dombrowski and Tony La Russa. And, well, Tony's managerial record is right there on the Mount Rushmore of baseball managers. Here is Mookie Betts, triple to start the game and scored. The pitch in there, a strike. Dave Dombrowski, very likely, I don't know, who knows how the Baseball Hall of Fame works, but as a general manager, or in this case a president, an architect of a club, I mean, who's done a whole lot more than Dave Dombrowski down through the years with Montreal, Florida, Detroit, and now Boston? That pitch waved at. 0-2 the count. And great to see Dave and Carrie's son Landon, who's going to play baseball for Jake Boss at Michigan State. And Landon, good-looking young man, a catcher on the collegiate level, and Jake Boss, you talk about another great guy that you'd want your kid to play for, it'd be Jake Boss up at Michigan State. The pitch is high, 1-2 the count. Neat to see all of those, should we say, webs of life from way back, basically going back into the 70s.
And you always wonder, would the son of someone like Dave Dombrowski stay with the game and be good at it? Obviously he is.
The pitch, swung on, yanked to left field near the line. This is trouble. On the run as Allen plays it on the bounce. It's a base hit. Hernandez scores. Leon into third. The throw, the slide, the tag. Out! Allen throws from left to get Leon, who tried to go first to third. And get Mookie.
1100 can now be heard on 106.9 FM.
Indians baseball brought to you by Everstream. That's Cleveland's business fiber network. Ethernet, high-speed internet, dark fiber, data storage. Everstream with a solution for all your data needs. For more info, go to everstream.net. Boston now with a 2-0 lead. Bottom of the second inning, and Franmil Reyes got his first home run as an Indian last night, DHing, hitting fourth. Chris Sale, backdoor slider for a strike. Again, Yasiel Puig serving his 3-game suspension. He'll miss this entire series. Now the wind and the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, fastball in. And the count 0-2. Now, if Chris Sale gets you to 0-2, you're in trouble. He's got so many ways to put you away. And boy, it looks like he has electric stuff here tonight. Now the 2-strike pitch. Swung on, ripped to short. Dropping to a knee to catch it is Bogaerts. Trying to sneak a fastball by him. And Sale sees that Reyes can hit a fastball, especially if you keep it down a little. Line out, 1 down. Here's Jose Ramirez, switch hitter, batting right-handed. Jose Ramirez. Since the All-Star break, Jose Ramirez is batting .338. 10 homers and 32 RBIs since the All-Star game. He takes a slider strike. Hey, the Tribe and Red Sox tomorrow at 1:10, and an added bonus, a beach bag given away thanks to the good folks at Meyer. That pitch hit off the end of the bat, bouncing toward the first baseman. Almost got through the legs of Moreland. Recovers and kicks the bag before Ramirez can get there. Ball had some funky English to it. See, a Meyer just opened up off I-90 in Avon, not too far from the Lear-Nagel off-ramp. So Meyer is making its presence felt here in Northeast Ohio, and they'll give away a beach bag tomorrow. If you come to the game, better get tickets, though. That would help. You can go to Indians.com or use the ballpark app. 2-0 Red Sox, second inning, 2 down for catcher Roberto Perez. The pitch, and a slider's in there.
You been in that Meyer yet?
No. Have you?
It's a beauty.
Is it big? Looks big.
Leave
from
yourself
the road.
some time if you want to see the whole store. Yes. It's big.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a foul upstairs, 0-2.
More than just groceries.
Oh, yeah, what else?
All kinds of stuff. Patio furniture. I mean, it runs the gamut.
Did you get your
Bring your
teeth
Highlander
cleaned there, too?
No, well, that's where they draw the line. Some people might. They looked at mine. They said no.
Here's the 2-strike pitch. Slider low, 1-2. They have not been around this area. I think Michigan, that might be their headquarters, too. Great store, great people. Now the 1-2. Backdoor slider, locked him up. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. This could be an uphill battle tonight, the way Chris Sale looks. 2-0, Boston leads at third inning. Red Sox got a run in the first. Mookie Betts led off the game with a triple off the top of the wall in center. Scored on the Rafael Devers double. And then added a run in the second. Marco Hernandez, an infield single, eventually scored on the Mookie Betts RBI single. Here's Rafael Devers. RBI double in the first, leads off the third, takes a strike from Mike Clevenger. Whether you're shipping from Cleveland or through Cleveland, choose Global Transport, Northeast Ohio's preferred provider for transportation and logistics management. Now the windup and the pitch. And it's fisted foul down the third base side. And 2 quick strikes on Devers, who has really emerged in a real short period of time to become one of the really impactful players in all of baseball. And this is a kid who is only in his second full season in the big leagues. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Chased one down. Or did he foul tip it? Perez says, I caught it. Evidently, it's going to go as a foul tip, and the count stays 0-2. Devers, what is scary for the rest of baseball is that Rafael Devers does not turn 23 until October. My goodness. Hitting .317, 24 homers, 40 doubles, 91 RBIs. The pitch, swung on, smashed into right, a base hit, another 2-strike hit. And he's 2 for 2. So Betts and Devers at the top of the order are 4 for 4. And Boston has 5 hits, and Mike Clevenger is scuffling. Here is Xander Bogaerts. Clevenger is a guy that the opposition is hitting 195 against. 195. Yet Boston has 5 hits, and there's nobody out here in the third. Clevenger's ready. Here comes the pitch now to Bogaerts. And before it's made, a snap throw to first. He almost picked off Santana. Indians and Red Sox, inning 3, 2-0 Boston. And again, the Red Sox relentless attack, much like last night. Boy, you've got to be careful, or a game can get away from you in a hurry. Now the pitch, swing and a miss. And the count goes to 0-1.
I know it's a small sample size, just the one game last night, a couple innings here tonight, but as good as that Twins lineup was, and the Indians got through it fairly well over the weekend, this seems like a much bigger challenge from top to bottom for Indians pitchers. Maybe a little more balanced, not relying on as much on the home run.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a foul at the plate, 0-2. Then you face the number 1 offense in all of baseball, the New York Yankees, starting Thursday night, a 4-game series in the Big Apple. So this is really a test for the Indians pitching staff, including the bullpen. Brad Hand will not be available tonight. Pitching back-to-back days. Red Sox 2, Indians 0. Runner at first, nobody out, third inning. Now the set, now the pitch. Down and away, 1-2. Corey Kluber has gone 3 shutout innings so far. He's pitching for Akron tonight, and Kluber has not given up a base hit, hasn't walked a batter, has struck out 4. He'll go 65 pitches. So far, he's made 38 in 3 innings of work in his second rehab appearance. And again, he'll go 65 pitches tonight. Both Dan Otero and Tyler Olson are going to pitch in that game in Akron as well. Now the set and the pitch. Bounced it in there. 2-2. Carlos Carrasco's been throwing bullpens, threw another one today, and he was saying tonight in the clubhouse he feels great. But we shall see how that timetable goes. Well, you look at Carrasco, there might be your answer to fortify the bullpen when you talk about going down the stretch. He's done it before. He can come out of the bullpen and throw mid to upper 90s. That might be the bullpen weapon that could be a game changer for the Indians. We shall see. Now Bogaerts with a 2-2, fouling it straight back to the screen. Still a 2-2 count. 2-0 Boston here in the third.
All right, great to see Carlos not only throwing the pen, but then doing the pitcher's fielding drills that they do normally in spring training, but out on the regular mound here today. So, gosh, just a smile on his face when he's working, and it's good to see him be able to get out there.
Now the set, the high hold by Clevenger, and the 2-2. Down low, full count. Now, what we have seen now, back-to-back games with Plesac and Clevenger, and it's a credit to the Boston attack, getting a little almost defensive with 2 strikes, especially trying to put hitters away. And as good as Boston is, you still have to attack them and not try to make the perfect pitch, because now what you've got is an 0-2 count to a 3-2 count, and your pitch count is climbing. Now the payoff to Bogaerts. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on a miss. Perez could throw to second. Tag. Got him! Kipnis slaps it on him. A strikeout, throw him out, double play, and a beauty of a throw by catcher Roberto Perez to second baseman Jason Kipnis. Devers going in with a head-first slide, and what made that even more impressive for Perez, he made that throw on a breaking ball, which meant Devers got even a better jump rather than going on a fastball, and it's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. Perez throwing out 36% of the would-be base stealers, and the way Roberto Perez is playing right now, there may not be a catcher in the game that you would make a trade for, even up, involving Roberto Perez. That is how good he has been all year. Now, J.D. Martinez takes, and it's a slider strike. Martinez fouled out. That is a massive throw out by Perez, the way this lineup is swinging it. 2 outs, bases empty. 2-0 Boston here in the third. Martinez with an 11-game hit streak. Fists one foul to the right, and the count 0-2. J.D. Martinez hitting .452 over the last 11 games. Now the wind by Mike Clevenger. And now the 2-strike pitch. Just a bit outside with a slider, 1-2. One of the things you must do against this Boston lineup, you must work in. You got to make sure the hitter knows you're going to come in there, not just once in a while, but consistently to try to get strikes. The pitch, swinging a liner toward first and over the head of Santana into right. And there's an example. They're too good at hitting the ball the other way, and everything was away, except early in the count. And Martinez shoots one the other way. 6 hits for Boston. Now Andrew Benintendi. He is 0 for 1, grounding out to third his only time up. Red Sox lead 2-0, but they are swinging it again tonight. 6 hits here in the first 3 innings. J.D. Martinez now with a 12-game hitting streak. He is not a threat to run. Clevenger's pitch, and it's a little wide, ball 1. Mike Clevenger has ripped off 6 straight wins. He's not lost a game since Baltimore bludgeoned him on June 28th. The 1-0. There's a strike on the outer edge, 1-1. Clevenger is 6-0 in July and August, and a 183 earned run average in that stretch. But tonight, Boston has been on him. The 1-1, Benintendi takes away. Everything is away. And the pitch misses, and the count 2-1. Red Sox 2, the Indians nothing. And the way Chris Sale looks, the Indians can't afford to get any further back. The 2-1. Fastball high and outside. 3-1. Mitch Moreland waits on deck. The Indians come in here second in the American League in earned run average. The Indians lead the league in fewest walks allowed. The 3-1. There's ball 4 outside. Every pitch was away to Andrew Benintendi. And he walks. J.D. Martinez goes to second. And here comes Indians pitching coach Carl Willis. Boston, much like last night, is one swing of the bat away from changing the complexion of this game. And they've got a lineup that features a lot of guys capable of delivering that one swing of the bat. 2 out, 2 on, 2-0 Boston. Game 1 of a doubleheader in Chicago, and Houston leads the White Sox 6-2 in the 9th inning. Houston with a 10-game lead in the West. Well, what else is new? The Yankees are playing Baltimore, and they've homered. DJ LeMahieu. Yankees with a 3-0 lead in the 3rd. Baltimore will be mighty glad when that season series ends tomorrow. Minnesota and Milwaukee play tonight. Not yet underway. Martin Perez goes against the Brewers' Chase Anderson. Could be Martin Perez's last start for the Twins if he doesn't start pitching better. All righty, now the pitch to Moreland. He cuts and misses. Strike 1. Elevated a fastball. J.D. Martinez at second. Andrew Benintendi at first. 2 down. 2-0 Boston. That strike him out, throw him out double play. Maybe the turning point in this inning. And who knows, could be a turning point in the game when we look back at it in a few hours. Now the 0-1. Down and away, 1-1 the count. Outfielders just a tad toward right for the left-handed power hitter. Outfielders medium deep. Now the set. Now the 1-1. Swing and a foul upstairs, 1-2. Let's pause for station ID. This is the Cleveland Clinic, Cleveland Indians Radio Network.
Rob Bailey in the newsroom. President Trump says Chinese government moving troops to Hong Kong border. More after the game on News Radio WTAM 1100 Cleveland.
Tom Hamilton, Jim Rosenhaus, Stephanie Hagel, Brian Motze. The Indians trailing the Red Sox 2-0. Red Sox batting in the 3rd, 2 out, 2 on. Moreland awaiting the 1-2 delivery from Clevenger. Here it comes. Swinging a foul back. Again, a fastball away. And we'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. And Clevenger's at 62 pitches. Indians not quite with an infield shift. Jason Kipnis is in shallow right, the second baseman. Shortstop Frankie Lindor still on the left side, but almost directly in back of the bag at second. Clevenger's ready. Here it comes. And it's a swing and a weak fly ball to left. He gets him on a curveball. Greg Allen will put it away. Bottom of the 3rd. Jason Kipnis against Chris Sale, the pitch. And it's wide a ball. Barbara Lawrence of Avon is tonight's contestant in the Liberty Ford Grand Slam giveaway inning. Trying to give away that brand new Ford Mustang convertible from Liberty Ford. Kipnis sends one in the air, pretty well hit to left center. Playable though. Bradley cruising over, and the center fielder in left center grabs it. 7 up, 7 down. If you want to be a contestant, do like Barbara did. Sign up at libertyford.com. Your chance to win the Ford Mustang convertible, and good luck to Avon's Barbara Lawrence. Greg Allen in left field, switch hitter, batting right-handed. hitting .244, 3 homers, 18 runs batted in. Chris Sale looks as dominant tonight as we've seen. He delivers. Allen takes down and in. Indians had their way with Chris Sale one year in particular with the White Sox. It cost him the ERA championship. The 1-0, and it's low 2-0. In 2013, he was 0-4 against the Indians with an .861 ERA. But that's a distant memory. The pitch swung on, fouled back, and the count 2-1. Sale finished as the runner-up to Corey Kluber in the Cy Young vote 2 years ago. In fact, this is a guy that has top 6 finishes. The pitch swung on, ripped foul down the right side, and the count now 2-2. Chris Sale's a guy that is always not only in the conversation, but very much in the hunt when it comes to the Cy Young Award. He's not won it yet. The 2-2, swung on, chopper to the mound. Sale fields it, and he'll throw out Allen, and that is out number 2. Last year, much like Trevor Bauer, he looked like one of the front runners for the Cy Young, and then injuries really curtailed him. But this guy is simply one of the best, and he has finished in the top 6 in the Cy Young Award voting in 7 consecutive years, joining Greg Maddux and Clayton Kershaw. They're the only guys that can make that claim along with Chris Sale. 2 down, 2-0 Boston, 3rd inning. Here's Tyler Naquin hitting 9th. The pitch, and it's a slider wide, ball 1. Last year, Sale was 12-4 with an ERA of 2.11, but shoulder issues cost him much of the last 2 months of the season. The pitch swung on, fouled left side, 1-1. In the postseason, he made a start and worked out of the bullpen against New York in the division series, pitched well. Got roughed up in the ALCS, one start against Houston, and then really helped save them out of the bullpen in the World Series against the Dodgers. The pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. And Sale said, I don't care how you use me, when it came to the postseason. And boy, he got big outs in the postseason, and in particular in the World Series against the Dodgers. 2 down, 2-0 Boston, 3rd inning. Tribe trying to get it going. The pitch, and it's a little bit high, 2-2. Sale's fastball tonight, 96 miles per hour. So plenty of giddy up for a guy now that needs one more strikeout to have 2,000 in his career. Here's the 2-2. A swing and a looping liner to left, base hit near the line. Benintendi over to cut it off. Naquin, big turn, but he'll hold. Benintendi with a good arm. This is as good as it gets defensively, the Boston outfield. I mean, they have 3 guys out there that could all play center field. Benintendi, Bradley, and Betts. Top of the order, let's see if the Indians have any more success second go-round. Frankie Lindor struck out his first time up. And Tyler Naquin, the first Indians base runner with a 2-out 3rd inning single. And this will be the first time Sale has worked out of the stretch. Chris Sale comes set. Looks at first, not much of a lead. The pitch. Lindor looks at a slider strike. Well, you would sure think Chris Sale will get one more strikeout tonight. That'll get him to 2,000, and he'll be the number 1 guy with the fewest innings pitched to get to 2,000 strikeouts. Previously, that belonged to another former Red Sox great, Pedro Martinez, but Chris Sale is easily going to beat that. He's only pitched 1,628 innings. The set in the 0-1, checked on a pitch away. Did he go? Nope. 1-1. So think of that. Chris Sale is going to have 2,000 career strikeouts in a little over 1,600 career innings. Amazing. The left-hander sets at the belt. He lets it fly, and a swing and a miss. 1-2. Sale is physically the same as he was when he came into the league. He is long and lanky. 6'6", 183 pounds. He's got a fairly violent delivery, but he is pitching well tonight. The 1-2 to Lindor. Backdoor slider stayed outside, 2-2. A lot of people thought Sale didn't have the build and the delivery to stay healthy long-term as a starter. That's why he lasted until the 13th pick of the first round in the draft 9 years ago. Well, he's fooled everybody. Now the 2-2. A swing and a foul at the plate. Just did fight off a slider. Still 2-2. Sale only pitched in 11 games in the minor leagues before the White Sox brought him up after making him a first-round pick in 2010. 11 games. He's never been back. Now the 2-2. Swinging a little dribbler to third. This is going to be a tough play. Devers can't make it. Base hit. He had no chance. A swinging bunt single down the third base line by Frankie Lindor. And with 2 down, the Indians get a pair of hits. And now Oscar Mercado. The one blemish for Chris Sale that has cost him in the earned run average department this year is the long ball. He's given up 22 homers. Now Oscar Mercado, who's hitless in his last 11 at-bats, has 4 hits in his last 36 at-bats. He's scuffling. Chris Sale allowed 11 home runs last year, 22 this year. Indians could use the long ball here. They'd take the lead if Mercado can deliver. 2-0 Boston. Indians at first and second. 2 down in the third. The set, the pitch. Swing and a foul upstairs. Strike 1. Sale slowing it down a bit. And now steps off. Good speed on the bases. Naquin at second, Lindor at first. Indians in their red jerseys tonight with the navy blue and white trim and the white pants. Boston traveling gray, navy blue and red trim. Sale's pitch. Swing and a miss. Elevated a fastball at 95. And the count is 0-2. Well, Corey Kluber's given up a run now. He gave up a run on a home run. He has struck out 5, walked 1. He's given up a run on 1 hit. He's gone 3 2/3 innings and 53 pitches in the 4th inning tonight in Akron. What a thrill for those AA hitters. Now the 2-strike delivery. Down and in a slider, and he didn't chase. So the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Mercado. And let's see how Sale goes at him. Does he try to challenge him again with a fastball in the upper regions of the strike zone, or does he try to get him to chase one of those back foot sliders? Drive down 2 in the third. Indians with a half-game lead over Minnesota in the AL Central. Sale is ready. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a slider. And he gets Mercado again. And the inning is over. Indians, though.
Tribe trailing by a score of 2-0 as we head to the fourth inning here at Progressive Field, downtown Cleveland. Jim Rosenhaus along with Tom Hamilton on an overcast night for baseball, but some breaks in the clouds up above. No threat of showers. Game time temperature tonight, 76 degrees. Leading things off, Marco Hernandez, and Mike Clevenger fires a fastball in there for strike one. Hernandez with an infield single his first time up in the second inning, and he later scored the second Red Sox run. Clevenger's into the wide. Here's his 0-1. Swung on, popped up foul. This one comes back and heads out of play. 0-2 the count on Hernandez, who was acquired early in his career in a trade with the Cubs back in 2014. Parts of 3 seasons now in the major leagues with his big league time this year. 0-2 the count on him. The pitch. Fastball high and outside. 1-2 the count on Hernandez. Left-handed batter. Clevenger into the wide. Here's his pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the hard stuff. Hernandez down on strikes, 1 away in the top half of the fourth inning. We'll go ahead and make that our Ohio Cat strikeout of the game, brought to you by Ohio Cat, your authorized Caterpillar equipment dealer. Visit ohiocat.com for all of your new, used, and rental equipment needs. For Mike Clevenger, strikeout number 4 on the night. Red Sox leading it 2-0. As Sandy Leon steps in, and he swings and launches one high in the air to right. Fairly deep, but room for Tyler Naquin as he inches toward the corner and makes the catch for the second out in the inning. Clevenger could use a low-pitch inning, and he's off to a good start here in the fourth. 2 down, bases empty for Jackie Bradley Jr. Dominion Energy wants to remind you, whether you're an individual or contractor, state law requires that you call 811 before you dig to have those underground utilities marked. It's simple and free. Just dial 811. Here's the pitch to Bradley. Fastball in there for strike 1. Jackie Bradley Jr. came in hitting .218 with 13 homers, 45 driven in. Home run number 13 came in last night's series opener. The 0-1 swung on, fouled off at home plate. Quickly 0-2 on Bradley. Mentioned Clevenger looking for that low pitch inning. He's had 70 pitches right now. We're not yet done with the top half of the fourth. Obviously, Indians would love to get some length from him. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Way outside and high. Went with the changeup that time, and it's 1-2 on Bradley. Left-handed batter, good speed. 2-time College World Series champion at South Carolina. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Clevenger. Just a little bit outside. Went with the changeup again. And it's 2-2 on Bradley. Clevenger would love to get out of the inning right here with the top of the lineup and Mookie Betts waiting on deck. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, line drive, base hit, right field. Naquin right there to fire it in. But Jackie Bradley Jr. keeps the inning alive for the Red Sox with his first hit on the night. And for Boston, the 7th hit in tonight's ball game. Top of the lineup, Mookie Betts will step in. For all you thirsty Tribe fans out there, stop into Subway. They have the new 44-ounce refillable cup. It features slider. Beat the heat with Hubert's Lemonade or your favorite beverage and keep refilling it to take care of your big thirst all season long. Available while supplies last at Subway. Here's Betts. The pitch to him. Swung on, foul back into the net. Mookie Betts 2 for 2 on the night. a triple to start tonight's game. He later scored in that first inning, and then he drove in the second Red Sox run in the second with a single. 2-0 Boston. Top half of the fourth inning here at Progressive Field. Good crowd on hand tonight. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good stop by Perez on the backhand. And just a reminder, this is only a 3-game homestand. Then the Indians head out on the road after tomorrow afternoon's game for another week away. So if you want to get that last shot in, try baseball before the kids head back to school. Wednesday afternoon baseball tomorrow afternoon at 1:10 right here in downtown Cleveland. It's supposed to be a nice day weather-wise. Here comes the 1-1. Down low, 2-1. And it's Beach Bag Day here at the ballpark, sponsored by Myers. So jump on your tickets. The pre-sale very strong for tomorrow, but still some seats left. So check it out at Indians.com or the ballpark app. Bring the kids down before they have to head back to school. 2-1, the count on Betts. Runner at first. That's Jackie Bradley Jr. Good speed there. The 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball low and outside. 3-1. Clevenger continuing with a heavy rotation of breaking stuff to these Red Sox hitters. He's behind Betts. That's dangerous. Now the set by Clevenger. The 3-1 pitch. And that's in there for a strike. Went with a changeup on 3-1 and dropped it in there on him. Now the count's 3-2. That's that pitch that Clevenger's been working on. Trying to soften up that changeup a little bit if he can. Get a little more separation. Of course, the mid to upper 90s fastball and a good curve, good slider. Payoff pitch coming to Betts. Here it is, runner on the move, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Yes, they make the appeal to the first base umpire, and Ted Barrett rings him up.
Or a celebrity.
On WTAM 1100.
2-0, Red Sox over the Indians as we head to the bottom half of the fourth inning. And Carlos Santana will lead it off for the Tribe. Switch hitter, right side against the lefty, Chris Sale. First pitch swinging, drives one to dead center. This one's hit a ton, way back. Home run, Santana. Oh, man, is he hot. Third home run in 3 games. Only difference, this one's not a late inning or walk-off, but it puts the Tribe on the board, and it's now 2-1 Boston on home run number 27 for Carlos Santana. I mean, a rocket, more of a line drive just to the right of center as he continues to use the middle of the diamond. Now Franmil Reyes takes a breaking ball low and outside for ball 1. Reyes lined to short his first time up. So the Indians are on the board against Sale as Reyes takes a breaking ball low and in. Sale has been dominant so far. The Indians hanging in there against him and now trail by only a run. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1 the count on Franmil Reyes. The year it has been for Carlos Santana. Now with the 27 homers, 72 driven in. The 2-1. Breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike. That is career home run in an Indians uniform, number 201 for Carlos Santana. After 200 came at the best of all times last night, as there's a pitch outside for ball 3, and it's 3-2. Nice work there by Reyes to lay off. Santana, career best, 34 homers back in that 2016 year. The 3-2 called strike 3. Got him with a fastball on the inside corner. Reyes is down on strikes. The 6th for Sale. Jose Ramirez will be the batter. MGM Northfield Park, they're giving away 11 amazing gifts during the Ultimate Summer Gift Giveaway. Visit on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays in August to claim each gift. MGM Northfield Park, Las Vegas is right here in Northeast Ohio. Here's the pitch to Ramirez, low and in, ball one. But that World Series year for the Tribe, Santana with a career best of 34 home runs, 87 driven in, the 1-0. Breaking ball on the inside corner for a strike. Boy, you got to figure he's got a great shot at surpassing both. Now the 1-1. Ramirez swings, fouls it back up on the net behind home plate. 1-2 the count on Jose Ramirez. Facing the tough left-hander Chris Sale, who's coming off arguably his best outing of the season, his last time out against the Angels. 8 scoreless innings. Now the 1-2. Fastball called, strike 3 on the inside corner. Ramirez can't believe it. He thought that was up and in. 7 strikeouts for Sale. But the Boston people, they're wondering, he's had a hard time backing up good starts, bringing the same stuff start after start. And obviously, you don't see that all year, but he's been wildly inconsistent. But certainly seems like he has the good stuff working here tonight. Indians trailing 2-1 here in the 4th. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Roberto Perez, who struck out his first time up. Sale delivers. Perez takes a strike on the outside corner. Roberto Perez trying to get it going again. He's been in a tough stretch here much of the month of August. The 0-1. Breaking ball down low, 1-1. Roberto in the second half of the season, 25 games, batting at a 155 clip. Lower than that in the month of August. Now the 1-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. That's that pitch that, if you're a right-handed batter, easy to give up on, as it starts seemingly headed toward the opposite batter's box, and then before you know it, it's crossing home plate. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. After the home run, Sale comes back and strikes out the next 3. The Tribe trailing by a score of 2-1. As Mike Clevenger will go back to work facing Rafael Devers, Xander Bogaerts, and J.D. Martinez. 2, 3, and 4 in Alex Cora's lineup for a team that, boy, they are on the fringes of the wild card chase. 8.5 back of the second wild card spot. Yankees running away with the division. The Red Sox 17.5 back in the division, just 3 games over 500 in the AL East. Here's Devers, 2 for 2. The pitch to him. Swung on, blasted foul. That's off to the third base side and into the upper deck. 0-1 the count on Devers. RBI double his first time up, then a single in the third. Clevenger into the windup. Here's his pitch. Way upstairs for ball 1. 2 runs on 7 hits, no errors for the Red Sox. Indians 1 run on 3 hits, and the Tribe also playing errorless baseball. Now the 1-1 pitch, swung on and popped up. Foul, that's off to the third base side again. This one on the lower level. Indians and Red Sox meeting for a second series this season. They played right around Memorial Day in Boston. Indians took 2 out of 3 in that series. And now they've opened winning last night in dramatic fashion. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, ripped foul again. Deep down the third baseline this time. Out of play, well foul. Rafael Devers, first full season in the big leagues a year ago, hit 21 home runs, drove in 66. Made his major league debut in 2017 at the age of 20. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, ripped foul just past the first base bag. And we'll do it again on 1 and 2. In that rookie campaign of 2017, in just 58 games, he hit 10 home runs, drove in 30. And again, they did that at the age of 20. Now Clevenger's 1-2 pitch. Swung on, a chopper over the mound. And on through, it skips into right center field. Devers never stops around first. He's on his way to second. He's in with a hustle double. I'm not sure if that was miscommunication on the infield or not. Francisco Lindor and Jason Kipnis talking about it on that right side of the infield. That was a chopper that, it got past Lindor as he came over on that first base side of second. And then it took a little bit for Mercado to get there and fire it in. And Devers, hustling all the way out of the box, is in at second base with a leadoff double here in the 5th inning. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts 0 for 2, couple of strikeouts. Dangerous hitter. We saw that in the 9th inning last night when he tied the ball game late. Digs in from the right side. Clevenger lets it fly, and there's a swing and a high fly ball to deep left. Back on it, Greg Allen. He's under it, and the left fielder makes the catch shy of the warning track for the first out here in the top half of the 5th. Power Home Solar is the official solar provider of the Cleveland Indians. They're building a movement. Visit powerhome.com or text solar to 411-411. Power Home Solar. Own your power. Yeah, more danger at the plate. J.D. Martinez will step in. 1 for 2, an opposite field single his first time up. Well, what a year it has been again for Martinez. 28 home runs, 72 driven in. 12-game hit streak now. The pitch to him. Breaking ball, down low, ball 1. Martinez stepping outside the box, deep breath before he gets back in. One and 0 the count on him. Devers, the base runner at second. Here's Clevenger's pitch. Breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike. And the count's now 1-1. Martinez has now reached base safely in 22 straight, hitting at a .417 clip during that time with power. 9 homers, 21 runs driven in those 22 games, including tonight. Here comes the 1-1 from Clevenger. Fastball in tight. It missed, but a good pitch right there by Clevenger. Let him know that he's on that inside corner or inside further if he needs to be. So 2-1 the count on Martinez. Outfield plays him to the opposite field. That's where his big power is. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, grounded in the hole at short and third, and skips on through into left field. Devers is held at third base as Allen got it in quickly. So the base hit by Martinez puts runners on the corners. It does not drive in the run, but runners on the corners with 1 out for Andrew Benintendi. Hot smash through that left side, just past the diving attempt of Francisco Lindor. But a good play by Allen to get that ball in quickly. No attempt to score as third base coach Carlos Feblis held him up. Andrew Benintendi 0 for 1 with a walk. That came his last time up in the 3rd inning. Red hot hitter at the plate right here, Benintendi. Clevenger delivers. Breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike. Benintendi, left-handed batter. He has done nothing but hit since he arrived at the big league level. First year for the Red Sox, 2016. Got called up at the end of that season. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, line drive, foul down the first base side. And just like that, it's 0-2 on Benintendi. Visit your Northern Ohio Buick and GMC dealers. They have exceptional offers still remaining on all 2019 models. 0-2 the count on Benintendi with one away. Top half of the fifth. 2-1. Tribe trailing. Clevenger trying to keep it close. Here's his pitch. Fastball way upstairs. 1-2 the count. Rafael Devers led off the inning with a hustle double. He's down at third. J.D. Martinez is over at first. He just singled with one out. Red Sox 2 runs on 9 hits. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tied him up inside with the hard stuff at 96 miles an hour. And Clevenger strikes out his 6th. 2 down in the inning. Mitch Moreland will be the batter. Moreland is 0 for 2. He has struck out and flied to left. The MLB Ballpark app will complete your next visit here to Progressive Field. You can buy and manage your game tickets, redeem special check-in offers, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. Here's Moreland. Left-handed batter. Good pop. 14 home runs on the season. The pitch to him. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good stop by Roberto Perez again. Boy, the Indians pitchers, they have to have a lot of trust in Perez. And he certainly delivers on pitches in the dirt. When you look at the breaking stuff of Clevenger, to have success, he has to be able to throw it down there. A lot of times he'll get swing and miss. 1-0 the count on Moreland. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Good off-speed pitch by Clevenger. And it's 1-1 on Moreland. 2-1, Boston in front. Single runs in the first and second innings holding up so far. Carlos Santana with the solo home run in the bottom half of the 4th inning. That's the Indians' run. And it has made it a 1-run ball game. Now the 1-1 to Mitch Moreland. Here it is. Swung on, line drive, base hit right center. That'll score the run. Moving up to second, not stopping there is Martinez. The throw comes to third. He slides and he's safe. The ball pops free but retrieved quickly by Ramirez. So no further advance, but it's an RBI single for Mitch Moreland. And the Red Sox now lead it 3-1. 2-out base hit for the Red Sox. Drives in a run. And here comes pitching coach Carl Willis. And he'll have a chat with Mike Clevenger. Give him a break here as he was just about through that 5th inning. But Moreland comes through. We'll get you our injury report during this mound visit. It's presented by the injury lawyers at Elk & Elk, a proud partner of the Indians. If an auto accident or medical malpractice caused you injury, call 1-800-ELK-OHIO. The very latest on Corey Kluber down at AA Akron. Kluber with 4 innings allowed the 1 run. Kluber ended up at 60 pitches, 36 strikes. As again, pitching at AA Akron tonight and the minor leagues for the Tribe. Get you his full line here in a minute. Marco Hernandez, the batter, slices one foul and out of play off to the left. Kluber, 4 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, walked 1, struck out 6. In his second rehab start, Dan Otero on now for Akron. He's thrown 1 inning, walked a batter, and that's been it. 0-1 the count on Hernandez with runners on the corners. Josh Smith, the left-hander's loosening up in the Indians bullpen. As Mike Clevenger is pushing 100 pitches now. He's at 98. And we are only in the 5th inning. That's what the Red Sox do, though. They not only score runs, they drive up pitch counts. The 0-1 swung on, foul back and out of play. 0-2 the count on Mitch Moreland. Or excuse me, Marco Hernandez. Moreland, the base runner at first base after his RBI single. So 3 runs on 10 base hits. Throw in a couple of walks, and that's a lot of base runners right now in just the 5th inning for the Red Sox. Here's the 0-2. Fastball outside, 1-2. And obviously, Clevenger trying to keep this one close the way Chris Sale is pitching tonight. Indians really scrambling to try and score off of Sale. Hernandez battling with 2 strikes. Left-handed batter, the pitch to him. Swung on, lifted foul again off to the third base side and out of play. Also on the injury report for the Tribe, Bradley Zimmer. He's out in Arizona. DHing this week in Arizona Summer League games, so his rehab assignment clock has started. And the expectation is by the end of the week, if all goes well, he could be playing in the outfield as well. Here's the 1-2. Fastball high and outside. 2-2 the count. We mentioned Kluber and Otero pitching in Akron. Tyler Olson will pitch for Akron as well tonight as the shingles have subsided and he's able to pitch again. A.J. Cole with that sore shoulder. He's on the injured list as well for the Indians. 2-2 the count. The set by Clevenger. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, line drive to left, base hit. That will score J.D. Martinez as Hernandez just flicks one to the opposite field for an RBI single, and it is now 4-1 Boston. The Red Sox just peppering away at Mike Clevenger, and that will end his night. Here comes Tito. Tribe manager out to the mound. That's it for Mike Clevenger tonight. A rarity in the season's second half. Clevenger does not make it through 5. We'll take a break. This call to the bullpen brought to you by the Cleveland Clinic. It's Boston 4, the Tribe 1 on the Cleveland Clinic. Indians scored twice. Boston leads it 4-1. And Sandy Leon will be the batter. Switch hitter turns around and will bat from the right side against the lefty Smith. Just up from the minor leagues, has appeared in 7 games for the Indians this season. No wins or losses. ERA of 4.50. 10 strikeouts in 6 innings for Smith. Tall lefty. Here's the pitch to Leon, and it's on the outside corner for a strike. Mitch Moreland, the base runner at second. Marco Hernandez is on at first. Both have driven in runs this inning with 2-out singles. 0-1 the count on Leon. Here's the pitch to him. Swung on, a tapper back to the mound. Smith grabs it, flips on to first in time for the out, and the side is retired. But the Red Sox do score. The Indians trailing by 3 as we head to the bottom half of the 5th. Go back to work on Chris Sale with Jason Kipnis, Greg Allen, and Tyler Naquin. Bottom third of Terry Francona's lineup. 4-1, Boston leading. Kipnis fly to center his first time up, left on left. Here's Sale's pitch. Fastball strike on the outside corner. Well, it just always seems like it is an uncomfortable at-bat for a left-handed hitter against Sale. That tall, lanky lefty lets it fly, and that sweeping breaking ball just caught the outside corner for strike 2. I mean, if you're Kipnis, that with his delivery, and it just seems like the ball is behind you. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sale makes quick work of Kipnis for his 9th strikeout. Boy, Sale coming off a big strikeout game. 13 against the Angels his last time out. He's got another big one going here tonight. We're only in the 5th. And he's at 9 strikeouts as Greg Allen steps in. Allen bounced back to the mound, first time up. Sales into the wind. Here's his pitch. And it's a strike called on the inside corner. Boy, it makes you wonder, how is he 6-11 with an ERA of 4.41? A wildly inconsistent season for Sale. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, foul back into the net. 0-2 the count on Allen. Partly cloudy skies tonight downtown. Our game time temperature 76. Gentle breeze blowing maybe a little bit out toward right center, if at all. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, chopped foul into the camera bay, just beyond the Indians' dugout on the third base side. What a stretch it has been for the Indians. 43-17 since they began this run on June the 4th. The best record in baseball since that time. And that is a long stretch. Here's the 0-2. Down low. 1-2. That stretch has vaulted them into the top spot in the American League Central Division by a half game over the second-place Twins. Minnesota with interleague play at Milwaukee tonight. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball outside. 2-2. And that game in Milwaukee is already in the top half of the third inning. No score between the Twins and the Brewers. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, a chopper to third. Right there is Devers. Fires to first in time to retire the speedy Greg Allen by just a slim margin over there at first base. 2 down. Tyler Naquin will step in. He singled his first time up. Time for your Cleveland Indians memorable moment. That's brought to you by the good folks at the Nissan team, Bedford Nissan and Mentor Nissan. This date back in 2006, Travis Hafner tied baseball's single season record with his 6th grand slam of the season. And that's your Indians memorable moment, brought to you by the Nissan team. Here's Tyler Naquin, takes a breaking ball down low, ball 1. 2 down, base is empty. 4-1, Boston leading. We're in the 5th. And as we've seen last couple of days, a long way to go in this one. There's a breaking ball that catches the inside corner for a strike. Sale has been reasonably efficient considering the strikeouts. He's at 70 pitches now. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count on Naquin. At times Sale taking a little bit off, and with his velocity tonight, he's been consistently mid-90s. Throw one at 80 miles an hour, and the hitters all fouled up. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Slider got him. 10 strikeouts for Sale.
Indians Red Sox with Tom Hamilton at 8:45 tomorrow morning on WTAM 1100.
Well, the Indians on the short end, 4-1, 6th inning upon us. And relief pitcher Josh Smith will make his first delivery at the knees, a strike to Jackie Bradley Jr. Josh Smith came on and got the last out in the 5th, and he'll stay on here in the 6th. The set by the lefty and the pitch, and he hit him in the back of the leg. So Jackie Bradley Jr., 1 for 2 with a single, a left-on-left matchup, and you hit the left-handed hitter and the number 9 hitter. And that kind of a night for the Indians. Hi again, everybody. Tommy Hamilton back with you, along with Jim Rosenhaus, Stephanie Hagel, and Brian Motze. Normally at this time, we would bring you a station ID, but we only do those on Tuesday nights when the Indians have the lead at the 9 p.m. mark. Top of the order, and Mookie Betts is the hitter. A triple, a single, and a strikeout. He is 2 for 3. Started this game whacking a pitch off the top of the 19-foot wall in center for his 5th triple. The pitch to him, and it's a backdoor slider that's low, ball 1. Mike Clevenger went 4 2/3 innings. He gave up 4 runs on 11 hits. Struck out 6, walked 2. He's got a chance to get his first loss since June. That pitch outside, 2-0. Mike Clevenger had won 6 in a row. Hasn't lost since June 28th. But Boston has some kind of lineup and maybe a disappointing season, obviously. Doesn't mean they can't swing it. The 2-0 outside 3-0. And on a night when Chris Sale looks like this, Boston can beat any team in the game. Our good pal Ed Santa here. The pitch outside, he walked him. So Smith hits a batter, walks a batter, and against this lineup, disaster is right around the corner when you do that. Mookie Betts is aboard on a 4-pitch walk. Here's Mike Devers. Well, this is one of those games. We'll see how manager Terry Francona plays it, but you can't keep going through your bullpen chasing a win. The way Chris Sale looks tonight, I think the question is, how did the Indians score 1 run? Carlos Santana whacked a home run to center, but Sale looks unhittable tonight. And Sale in 5 innings has struck out 10. You're not going to start going through bullpen arms now to chase a win here the way Sale looks. Rafael Devers takes the ball outside, so Smith needs to figure it out. But Eddie Santa, the outstanding Midwest area scout for the Rockies, he's been their scout in this area for 29 years. He's up doing pro coverage following this Indians-Boston series. And, well, this is why scouts have the inside knowledge on players in the game. Eddie tells us that an anonymous National League scout has just revealed to him that Chris Sale is really good. So we're going to run with that, Eddie. We thank you for that inside info. Eddie's one of the really good scouts, and there are so many of them, and so many of them in this Midwest area. We've talked about them in the past. Brad Metter for years, now the man that is the scouting director for the Reds. Richie Sparks for the Oakland A's. Nick Venuto now with the Minnesota Twins. Left on left, Rafael Devers. 2 doubles, a single tonight. The 1-0 pitch, and it's a little bit wide. Ball 2, 2-0. Of course, our good buddy Junie Melendez used to be the Indians' Midwest area scout. Bob Mayer, still Midwest area, actually Midwest and some of the East for the Indians. The pitch, a swing and a foul down the left side, and the count 2-1. All of these terrific Midwest area scouts. Never hear from Junie Melendez anymore. Ever since Junie's draft pick, Zach Plesac, started making it big with the Indians, Junie now has an agent that the area scouts have to go through to try to touch base with Junie. 2-1, the runners both go. Pitch swung on, popped up foul, third base side by the Indians dugout, and the Bat Boys didn't get out of the way. And Jose Ramirez ran out of room trying to make the catch right by the Indians dugout, and the 2 Bat Boys sitting outside the dugout. By the time those kids got out of the way, it was tough for Ramirez to make a play. Well, that would have been a big out to get Devers. The Bat Boys wanted to make sure that they didn't impede Ramirez. And they kind of got hung up there in no man's land. Where do they go? So Devers gets new life, and the way he is swinging the bat, this is a recipe for disaster. Giving him another opportunity with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Inside and low, full count. Now, Chris Sale has done to this Indians crowd what the Indians starting pitching did up in Minnesota, and take the crowds right out of the game. Sale has just been brilliant tonight. Now the payoff pitch. Runners stay. And Devers fouling it back. We'll do it again at 3-2. Let's pause right now for that station ID on the Cleveland Clinic Indians Radio Network.
Rob Bailey in the newsroom. President Trump says Chinese government moving troops to Hong Kong border. More after the game on News Radio WTAM 1100 Cleveland.
Tom Hamilton, Jim Rosenhaus, Stephanie Hagel, Brian Matze with you. 4-1. Boston in the 6th. Payoff pitch. Swing and a drive into deep left center. Well, you knew that was happening. This one will go halfway up the 19-foot wall and off of it. Bradley scores. Betts is scoring, and a 2-run double for Devers. Well, when you didn't catch the pop foul and gave him new life, you knew what the end result was going to be. His third double of the night, 42 on the year. It's a 2-run double off the 19-foot wall in left center, and the route is on. This is going to be a night now where Josh Smith is just going to have to stand out there and take one for the team. You also can't hit a batter or walk a batter against the kind of lineup the Red Sox have. Here is Xander Bogaerts 0 for 3. Here is the set, the pitch, high for ball one. Another one of those great area scouts, Jim Gibbons, for the New York Yankees. This area has been blessed with a lot of terrific amateur area scouts for various organizations. And a lot of those guys do pro coverage, and good to have them in the park. A lot of scouts at these games now for a lot of teams. Bogaerts 0 for 3. Has struck out twice. Josh Smith delivering. And it's in there, a strike, 1-1. Boston up 6-1, but it feels like 16-1 the way Chris Sale looks. 6 runs, 12 hits for the Red Sox. 1 run, 3 hits for the Indians. Red Sox lead the league in doubles, and Rafael Devers has 3 of them tonight. And he now has the league lead in doubles. Backdoor breaking ball is in there. 1-2 the count. Smith delivering, and the pitch way inside. 2-2. He almost hit him. Well, you wonder, with the Indians having to go to the bullpen early tonight, will there be a roster move before tomorrow's game and the trip to New York? Well, you talk about a bullpen that'll be put to a test. 4 in New York at Yankee Stadium, then 3 at Citi Field against the Mets. The Indians finally have an off day Monday after playing 20 straight days. 6-1 Boston. Runner at second. Nobody out in the 6th. Smith with the 2-2 pitch. That missed outside with a backdoor slider, and he's really nibbling now. Full count. Well, no matter how this game turns out, it doesn't look like it'll go well. Good news for the Indians in that Corey Kluber was terrific in his outing with Akron tonight. 4 innings, gave up a run on 2 hits, struck out 6, walked 1, 60 pitches in 4 innings. Dan Otero had a scoreless inning with a walk. That pitch in there, strike 3 called. Bogaerts up looking. 1 down. Also tonight, Tyler Olson, who's been dealing with the shingles. He started his rehab with 2/3 of a scoreless inning. So now the Indians will intentionally walk J.D. Martinez, left-handers to follow. J.D. Martinez 2 for 3, couple of singles tonight. So, again, speculation on Corey Kluber, and that'll be up to Corey, the Indians medical staff, coaches, manager, front office. They'll all get together. But if you were guessing right now, you would think Corey would make 2 more starts. in the minor leagues. That's just a guess. He's made 2 so far tonight, got to 60 pitches. Here's the set, the pitch, and it's outside a ball. Andrew Benintendi, 0 for 2 with a walk. So Corey's next start would be Sunday, August 18th at a minor league city. That pitch outside a ball, 2-0. If he made 2 more starts, then he'd make another one Friday, August 23rd. And then if, and again, we're guessing because truthfully nobody knows for sure, the 2-0 pitch, that is a strike 2-1. That would mean Corey could come back and pitch, say sometime around August 28th, 29th when the Indians are in Detroit. That's if Corey needs 2 more minor league rehab starts after tonight. Here is the set and the pitch to Benintendi. He waves at it, 2-2. Benintendi 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Devers at second, Martinez at first. 1 out, 2 runs in. 6-1 Boston in the 6th. Boy, that would be some kind of plus for the Indians to get Corey Kluber back. And let's say it's the last week in August. The pitch. Swing and a fly ball, not hit very well to left. Toward the line, medium deep. Greg Allen corrals it. Benintendi out number 2. Obviously, with Dan Otero and Tyler Olson, that's a whole different timetable. They want Dan Otero, for instance, to pitch back-to-back games before you bring him back. And Tyler Olson's just now getting back. So reinforcements aren't that far away for the Indians. And who knows, the way Carlos Carrasco threw the ball in the bullpen tonight. And again, speculating because nobody knows. It's uncharted waters with what the Indians and Carlos Carrasco are dealing with. Here's Mitch Moreland, left on left. Smith misses low, ball 1. Another pitch just off the corner. But maybe the way the Indians are loaded with starters, Carlos Carrasco might be that bullpen arm. First off, you don't have to stretch him out. And we've seen what he can do coming out of the bullpen. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. I mean, can you imagine if he could come back coming out of the bullpen, throwing that fastball and split change? Or slider, whatever he wanted to do, but look at him going maybe 2 innings max. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And it's a slider down and away, 2-1. One thing we know about Carlos Carrasco, he wants to come back. There have been some guys that have been on 2-year vacations that have really no interest in getting back. That's not Carlos Carrasco. Now the set by Josh Smith. Now the 2-1 pitch. Checked on a pitch on the outer edge, a strike, 2-2.
As much as a lift that would be for the team, his teammates, I think just for his mental well-being, just seeing how he is here at the ballpark when the team is at home, whatever he's going through away from the park to get better, it just seems like that gives him a boost.
Now the 2-2. Swing and a little topper foul in back of the plate. Still 2-2. We'll ask any guy that's been injured. You could ask Corey, Danny, Tyler, or anybody that has ever been on an injured list. The hardest thing is, you're still part of the team. You don't feel like it. Look, these guys are going out there competing every day, and you can't do anything about it. And there's a detachment that you can't help but feel. The pitch. Swing and a liner to left, pretty well hit, but Allen's backpedaling, got it measured, makes the head-high catch. Top of the order for the Indians. Frankie Lindor will get a third crack at Chris Sale, 1 for 2, an infield single. The way Sale looks tonight, it's stunning. The Indians have 3 hits. That's how dominant he's been. 6-1 Red Sox. He zings a fastball in there, strike one. Sale, 10 strikeouts, no walks, 1 run allowed on 3 hits. The homer to center by Santana, that's been it. Pitch is up high, 1-1. Indians got the solo blast to center by Carlos Santana in the 4th. Here is the windup and the 1-1. A swing and a foul tip, 1-2. Meanwhile, Mike Clevenger finally had a rough outing, his first one since June. Gave up 4 runs in 4 2/3. Boston's just been hammering away tonight. Rafael Devers, 3 doubles, 3 RBIs. Mookie Betts, a triple, a single, and RBI. Mitch Moreland and Marco Hernandez, RBI singles. Lindor pops one up on the left side of the infield, and it'll be caught by his counterpart, Xander Bogaerts, for out number 1. That's your Northern Ohio Ford dealers game summary. Ford is America's best-selling brand. Here's Oscar Mercado. Be nice to see him just kind of break out of it, relax a little bit going into tomorrow's game. Nathan Eovaldi, who'd been in the bullpen, is going to start for the Red Sox tomorrow, and he'll be held to 55 pitches. The Indians counter with a guy right now that's become their ace, Shane Bieber. Sale slings one in there, change-up strike. That's the thing about Sale tonight. Mid-90s fastball, the slider, the change-up. He can throw any of them at any point. Misses outside as he doubled up on a change-up. Try guessing along with this guy, and you're going to flunk the quiz. 6-1, Boston's up, 6th inning. The wind and the pitch. And it's in there, called strike. A 3rd straight changeup from Chris Sale. It's almost like he's saying to Oscar Mercado, I've gotten you out with a fastball and slider, now I'll get you out with a changeup. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Elevated a fastball and got him. 11 strikeouts for Sale. 3 times Mercado's gone down swinging. Now Sale had 17 strikeouts in 7 innings against Colorado this year. That truly is a Little League game. All you could hear were Bogaerts, Devers, Moreland. Holt. There's the wind and pitch to Santana. Low ball 1. They were just hands on their thighs all game long. Hey, batter, swing. 17 of 21 outs, the pitch. Down low 2-0. That's a good hitting Colorado team. That can be Chris Sale.
And it just makes you wonder what's happened in the rest of the season for him that's led to an ERA of almost 4.5.
How does he give up 8 runs to New York in 3+ innings 2 starts ago? Santana takes, it's wide, 3-0. Santana a strikeout and his 27th homer. The next time Santana homers, it'll be a new career high. He's now homered in 3 straight games. Here's the pitch to him. Bullseye, 3-1 the count. Bases empty, 2 down. Tribe down, 6-1. Sale at 84 pitches here in the 6th. He rocks and fires. Swing and a foul, full count. Go to MyPillow.com, click the radio listeners special tab, and use the promo code TRIBE. Get a special offer at MyPillow.com, promo code TRIBE. Boston got the lead in the 1st, and Chris Sale has pitched like a man on a mission. The payoff, backdoor slider, and he just missed. So that's the first free ride. What an at-bat by Santana. And it's a 2-out walk to put Santana aboard here in the 6th. And Franmil Reyes, a line out and a strikeout to the plate. Yasiel Puig's suspension will be over at the conclusion of tomorrow's game. So tough playing Boston and getting back-to-back left-handed starters without Yasiel Puig. And just seems bizarre. The Indians are punished for something Puig did with the Reds when he shouldn't have even been in the lineup because he'd been traded. The pitch swung on, skied to right, deep. Down the line it goes. Betts, track, wall, gone! Oh, my goodness! That ball was above the roof. A towering two-run homer down the right field line by Franmil Reyes. And he has homered in back-to-back games. Folks, his God-given power is stunning. He now has 29 homers on the year, 53 RBIs, drive down 6-3, and a strike delivered to Jose Ramirez. So a 2-out walk and a towering two-run homer the opposite way for Reyes. The pitch swung on, grounded to the second baseman. Hernandez will throw out Ramirez, and the inning is over. Man, Franmil Reyes' potential is some kind of exciting, isn't it? 6-3. Red Sox over the Indians. Seventh inning's coming up. Marco Hernandez, the left-handed hitting second baseman, takes way inside a ball. Josh Smith back out there. He's gone an inning and a third, giving up 2 runs. Hernandez, the number 7 hitter, left on left. 6-3, Red Sox lead the Indians, 7th inning. The pitch, up and in. And Smith just can't throw strikes. Adam Simber warming in the Indians' bullpen. Smith has hit a batter, walked 2 batters, and given up a 2-run double. The pitch. And it's ball 3, way high. 3-0. So the Indians now back in the game at 6-3, and so Terry Francona decides time to get some of the key guys up, try to stay in this thing. That's in their strength, but you've got to have other people other than the people you use when you're winning pitch in games when you're losing. Now the set, now the pitch, swing and a foul back. If you have to always go to the same people you use to try to nail down a win when you're trailing, that's how bullpen pretty soon gets burned out, and nobody knows that better than Terry Francona. That's what makes this tough. Reyes kind of gets you back in the game with a 2-run homer. Now the payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled back by Hernandez. He's 2 for 3 tonight, couple of singles and an RBI. 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors, 9 left for Boston. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 2 stranded for Cleveland. We're in inning number 7. The set and pitch. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout. So Smith gets his second strikeout. 1 down here in the 7th inning. And that'll bring up Sandy Leon, the switch hitting catcher. He'll swing it right-handed, 0 for 2 with a walk. Houston beat Chicago today in game 1 of a doubleheader, 6-2. Zach Greinke is 2-0 with his new club. The pitch, outside and high, ball 1. In the second ball game, no score, second inning. The pitch, backdoored him and missed, 2-0. New York pummeling Baltimore again, 8-2. That game is in the 8th inning at Yankee Stadium. Toronto shutting out Texas 3-0 in the 7th. 3 solos for the Jays. Smith misses low and away, 3-0. Seattle out slugging Detroit 9-6, 6th inning in Motown, and Tommy Murphy has 2 home runs. Kyle Seager has 2 home runs for Seattle. Now the 3-0, and it's a strike, 3-1. Talked about Ed Santa before, the Rockies Midwest area scout. He's the guy that convinced the Rockies to draft Tom Murphy out of the University of Buffalo, and he's having a heck of a year now with Seattle. The pitch swung on, popped him up. This one's playable between home plate and the mound. A lot of people there. Carlos Santana made a running catch between the mound and home plate to get Leon. The Indians' first baseman records the second out in the inning. Minnesota has the 3-0 lead on Milwaukee in the fourth inning as Mitch Garver has hit his 22nd homer, had 7 home runs all of last year, and having a monster second year with the Twins. St. Louis, Kansas City, fifth inning, 2-0, Cardinals lead. First pitch strike to the number 9 hitting Jackie Bradley. 1 for 2, a single, hit by a pitch. Boston 6, Cleveland 3. Red Sox batting, 2 outs, nobody on, 7th inning. The next pitch swung on, bang, foul, first base side, 0-2. Washington with a 3-1 lead on Cincinnati in the 8th inning. Cubs and Philly 2-2 after 6. Nick Castellanos has hit his 5th home run since joining the Cubs from Detroit. Dodgers walloping Miami 10-1 in the 7th. The youngster Will Smith has come up taking the catching duties and has hit 2 more homers. Dodgers have hit 5 home runs in that game. Atlanta with a 5-1 lead over the Mets. They've played 5. Ronald Acuna Jr. with his 34th. And Arizona squashing Colorado 7-1 in the second inning. Here, Boston 6, Cleveland 3. Red Sox batting 7th inning, 2 outs, nobody on. 2 strikes on Jackie Bradley. The Boston slick fielding center fielder. The pitch to him, and he takes it's a bit high, 1-2. Scores brought to you by Ram Trucks, the Ram 1500, Motor Trend's Truck of the Year. It's the Ram Summer Clearance event going on now. Find out why there are more reasons to switch to Ram than ever before. Now the 1-2. Swung on, socked high in the air, fairly deep right. Naquin's back. It's carrying to the track. Now he comes in on the grass and makes the catch. Naquin went all the way. 6-3 Boston. 7th inning. Roberto Perez has struck out twice. Backdoor slider is low. Now, 89 pitches for Chris Sale. 11 strikeouts, 1 walk. The wind and the pitch. And a slider in. Ball 2, 2-0. Both bullpens are quiet at the moment. Chris Sale trying to win just his 7th game of the year. He winds, he delivers. And he missed low. And it's ball 3, 3-0 the count. Carlos Santana, home run to center with nobody on in the 4th. Franmil Reyes, 2-run towering blast down the right field line in the 6th. The pitch. There's a strike. 3 balls and a strike. For Chris Sale, the left-hander with just 6 wins this year as he kicks and fires. Outside, he's walked Perez to start the inning. That may get the Red Sox pen busy with his 2nd walk. Chris Sale, since he became a full-time starter after he pitched his first 2 years out of the bullpen, he has never had a season where he wasn't in double figures in wins, as he's had 7 straight seasons of 11 wins or more. 11, his low water mark. He's sitting on 6, but he does have a 6-3 lead tonight. Jason Kipnis takes a slider strike. Kipnis has flied out, has struck out. Sale has had everything working. Fastball, slider, changeup, and has had tremendous command. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, slider away. 0-2. Lyft is the official rideshare partner of the Indians. They'll make getting to and from the ballpark a home run. Download Lyft today and get going. Now the set, now the 2-strike pitch. High with the heat, 1-2.
Attention media, here's tonight's paid attendance. 26,662, 26662.
Chris Sale. A little extra time now after the leadoff walk, protecting a 3-run lead. He's ready. Here it comes. Kipnis chased the slider down and away and strikes out. So that is strikeout number 12. Red Sox get double barrel activity in their bullpen. They've got a right-hander and a lefty going. The southpaw Josh Taylor, the right-hander Matt Barnes. So Sale now with a dozen strikeouts. Here's Greg Allen, 2 ground outs. He'll swing it right-handed. The pitch, and he wanted to bunt. Did he get the bat back? Ran to the front of the box. He didn't offer. Wow. Six to 3. Boston's on top. They're trying to stop this slide as the Red Sox have lost 3 in a row, 12 out of 15. The pitch, slider and a beauty, 1-1 the count. It's amazing what 2 bad weeks does to your playoff hopes when those 2 weeks come in the month of August. Sale comes set and fires. A swing and a grounder to third. Off the glove of Devers down the left field line, rolls into foul ground, and the Indians will have runners at second and third. Perez stops at third. Allen goes to second. Devers gets charged with the air. Ball wasn't hit that hard, and he went with the backhand as he moved toward the line, and it hit him on the heel of the glove and ricocheted over his shoulder down the left field line into foul territory. And Dana Lavangi, the pitching coach, out to the mound to give that bullpen a little more time. Tyler Naquin will be the Indians hitter. Terry Francona really has very limited options. When you have a suspended player like Yasiel Puig is, you play one man short. So the Indians have a 2-man bench, and of course one of those reserves is who's ever not catching that night. In this case, Kevin Plawecki. So you really can't use him for fear of something ever happened to Roberto Perez in this game. So the only other guy on the Indians bench is the left-handed hitting Mike Freeman. Here's Tyler Naquin. Well, can the Indians take advantage of the Devers gaffe? Devers has 4 hits tonight, 3 doubles, 3 RBIs, but that's a big error. And now the Indians, trailing 6-3, have men at second and third, 1 down in the 7th. Naquin has singled and struck out, left on left, and Sale's going back to the windup. Here it comes. Slider, and it's low, ball 1. If it were possible, right now it looks like Chris Sale would have fire snorting out of his nose. He looks ticked and determined. Now the 1-0. Way outside as he yanked a slider, and the count 2-0. He can be emotional, and sometimes it can get him in trouble with his delivery. He's got a lot of moving parts as it is in that delivery. Here's the 2-0. Ball. Oh, it's a strike on the outside corner. Well, not many pitchers get that call. 2-1 the count on Chris Sale. Indians at second and third. 1 down in the 7th, drive down 3. Infield plays back. Outfielders, medium, deep, straight away. Sale working out of the windup, third base side of the rubber. And he comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. Boy, he's ratcheted up a bit. 96 miles an hour as he's reaching back for a little extra, knowing that he might be facing his final hitter, or if nothing else, his final inning. He's not going to leave anything in the tank. Now the 2-2. Swing and a little pop-up. First baseman Mitch Moreland backs up into shallow right. 2 down. Nobody can move. And a big out there because Sale gets the out. And with a runner at third, 1 out, no chance for that run to come home. Now they'll take a 2-out hit from Francisco Lindor. Well, he does have a .417 lifetime average against Chris Sale. I know it's unconventional, but first base is open, and Oscar Mercado is struggling so badly, he's on deck, and Sale has struck him out 3 times. So we'll see if Lindor gets anything even remotely close to a strike. The pitch. Well, he did. Slider strike. 0-1. This might be one of those things where Chris Sale says, I'm getting Frankie Lindor out. I'm not putting him on. Mano y mano. Perez at third, Allen at second. 2 down, 7th inning, 6-3 Red Sox. The wind, the pitch. Swung on, ripped to the third by Devers. Base hit into left. That'll score 2. Going to second, Lindor. Throw, slide, double. And Frankie Lindor up, fist pumping. Gesturing to the Indians dugout to let's get going. How they pitched to him. How about that? And a rocket by the diving Devers at third. A 2-run single. The Indians are back in this game. It's a 6-5 Red Sox lead. Lindor with 50 RBIs. Alex Cora with a pitching change. We'll be right back. But those guys that make the decisions in the dugouts get paid to make those decisions, and they're decisions that keep them up at nights when they don't turn out. And you wonder how the Red Sox feel right now. They elected to pitch to Francisco Lindor with first base open and a struggling Oscar Mercado on deck. And Frankie Lindor rifled a 2-run double to left to put the Indians back in this game 6-5 with 2 down. And now Matt Barnes comes on, his 51st appearance, 3-4, 4 saves, ERA .470. This guy's got great stuff. The indicator is obviously the strikeouts. 81 strikeouts in 46 innings. And yet, he has an earned run average of .470. Righty-righty matchup. Here's Oscar Mercado. Lindor the tying run at second. 6-5 Boston, 7th inning. The pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike 1. Barnes, a former first-round pick out of the University of Connecticut, a former Big East Pitcher of the Year. Mercado has struck out 3 more times tonight. He's 0 for 13. He's taking a little extra time talking to himself as he climbs into the batter's box. Righty-righty encounter. The set. And time called. The runs off Chris Sale this inning are unearned due to the error by Rafael Devers. Now the 0-1 pitch. High, ball 1-1. 97 miles per hour. Boy, Chris Sale had the kind of stuff tonight where you wonder how anybody can get a bat on the ball. 12 strikeouts in 6 2/3, but the Indians are down a run. How about that? The pitch, swung on, fouled upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sales strikes out 12. He walks 2. He gives up 5 runs, 3 earned. He allowed 5 hits in 6 2/3 innings. But the Indians made the most of their hits. 2 homers and a double, driving in 5. Now Mercado down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Down low, a slider, 2-2.
All right, Tom, you mentioned how emotional Sale can get when things don't go well. That leadoff walk this inning to Perez, when the ball came back to him, he didn't catch it with his glove. Bare hand snapped at it, and you could just tell from then on, it just seemed like the emotions really caught up with him as that inning went along.
Now the set by Barnes and the 2-2. Breaking ball, little dribbler headed to third. Charged by Devers. Bare hand grab. Throw. Not in time! Lindor to third. Mercado with another one of those swinging bunt singles. Safe at first. Boy, Devers made a great play. Charged. Bare hand grab and throw in one motion. And Mercado just did beat it. Wow. And guess who? They're on their feet at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario for Carlos Santana. He's homered in the 3rd straight game. I mean, can he do it again? Grand slam to win it in the 10th on Sunday. Walk-off homer to win it last night in the 9th. The Indians trailing 6-5. Lindor at third, Mercado at first, 2 down. 3 on the right side of the infield. They go and open up a big hole. The pitch, and he dropped a curveball in there for strike 1. Boy, not many folks sitting right now, especially on the third base side of the ballpark. 26,662. The Indians look dead and buried. Now down a run. The pitch. A swing and a miss. He pulled the string again with a slow curve. Now Santana is such a good 2-strike hitter. How many times have you seen him, a la the days of Jim Thome, take an 0-2 count, turn it into a 3-2 count? Barnes is ready. Here it comes. Swung on, ripped foul by first base coach Sandy Alomar. And the count stays 0-2. Baseball in mid-August in downtown Cleveland, and every pitch is relevant. The Indians from an 11.5 game deficit to a half-game lead. But down now here in the 7th, 6-5. Now the 2-strike pitch to Santana. Runner goes, pitch is swung on and missed. How about that? Barnes got him. That's pretty good pitching. But the Indians are back in business. They trail the Boston Red Sox 6. And a much-needed blow. He goes 2 1/3, giving up 2 runs on 1 hit. Walked 2, hit a batter, struck out 2. Now Adam Simber. Sinker baller, slider, change up for the submarine-style right-hander. 8th inning, 6-5 Boston. Top of the order. And a first pitch that is inside to Mookie Betts for ball 1.
2 home runs, 108 pitches, 73 strikes, 6 2/3, 5 hits, 5.
Simber comes set. The next delivery, and it's in there, 1-1. Adam Simber's 52nd appearance. He's 5-2, ERA 3.72.
1 hit, 2 runs. Both of those were earned.
6 runs, 12 hits for Boston. 5 runs, only 6 hits for the Tribe. Betts swings and sends one toward left. Line drive is caught by Allen. Mookie Betts tonight. Triple, single, walk, 2 for 4. Here's Rafael Devers. Well, he had a big error last inning that accounted for the 2 unearned runs, but my goodness, he's driven in 3 with 3 doubles and a single. Chris Sale, boy, it's one of those games, if you just look at the box score and didn't see the game in person, or if you weren't listening to us, the pitch, swing and a foul over the screen, strike 1, you won't realize how incredibly dominant and impressive Chris Sale was tonight. The final numbers may not reflect that, but they don't tell the story. Now the set and the Simber pitch. And he backdoored him with a slider for strike 2. Sale went 6 2/3, gave up 5 runs, 3 earned on 5 hits, struck out a dozen and walked 2. The Indians have had so few opportunities, but the one thing they've done tonight is capitalize with a big hit. Now the 2-strike pitch, outside a ball. Boston's been banging the ball all over the park, and they have 6 runs on 12 hits. The Indians have used 3 hits to drive in their 5. Franmil Reyes, 2-run homer down the right field line. Frankie Lindor, 2-run double to left. Carlos Santana, solo homer to center. Now the 1-2. Swung on a bouncing ball to the second baseman. Kipnis tried to backhand it, going to a slide for some reason, and they're calling that a base hit. Wow. So Devers gets credit for a base hit. Kipnis tried to go to a feet-first slide and backhanded going to his right. He normally makes that play. So Devers gets credit for his 5th hit. Here's Xander Bogaerts, 0 for 4, has struck out 3 times. Now this lineup is just relentless. That's 13 hits in the game for Boston. Simber's ready. Here it comes. And he floats one in there, slider strike.
Hits ties in a career high for Devers. Also had 5 hits June 30th.
Rafael Devers has had a 5-hit game for the 2nd time in his career. Minnesota still leads Milwaukee 3-1, 6th inning in Wisconsin. Brewers are in that kind of a spot where every game is critical for them, too. The pitch, swung on, smashed to third by the diving Ramirez, base hit left field to Bogaerts. Now, Simber's leaving too many balls up, and Boston just doesn't miss. Now J.D. Martinez, 2 for 3, 2 singles and a walk. In the National League Central, the Cubs lead by 2 games over St. Louis, 2.5 over Milwaukee. Certainly the best race in any division in baseball. The wild card is a jumbled mess, too. You look at the National League, 7 teams within 3.5 games of each other in the wild card. Pitch on a check swing. Did Martinez go? Yep. American League wild card, you have 3 teams within 2 games of each other. So not a whole lot of drama when you look at the American League and the wild card. At least not compared to that National League mess. Here's the 1-strike pitch to Martinez. Swung on, bounce to third. Ramirez gloves, tries to tag, goes to second. Double play! He did tag him! Devers, in all likelihood, ran out of the baseline to avoid the tag and went so far out of the baseline. Well, the Indians catch a break unless the Indians, who trail 6-5, were the beneficiaries of a runner being ruled out because he went too far out of the baseline. It's not a reviewable play, which in itself is ridiculous, that you can't review these plays, but whatever. But a chopper that Ramirez charged on the short hop, glove, coming toward him was Devers, who then tried to get around him. Ramirez tagged him with his glove, but he had the ball in his throwing hand. So he tagged him with an empty glove and then threw to second for the inning-ending double play. It's not reviewable. The question is, was he ruled out by virtue of the tag, or was he ruled out because he was thought to have gone too far out of the baseline to avoid the tag? In any case, inning over, Indians down a run. Franmil Reyes, the batter. Matt Barnes, the right-hander. 6-5 Boston, eighth inning. Reyes watches it bounce in. He got the Indians going with a towering 2-out, 2-run homer down the right field line in the sixth. His second with the Indians and second in as many days. Then the big 2-out, 2-run double by Frankie Lindor in the seventh to make it a 1-run game. The pitch, swing and a miss. So he tried to tie the game up with that swing. And the count 1-1 on Franmil Reyes. Nick Whitgren warming in the Indians' pen. Boston double barrel activity. Again, they have the big left-hander, Josh Taylor. They have the right-hander, Nathan Eovaldi, who's supposed to start tomorrow. The pitch, bounced it in there. Did he go? No, he didn't. 2-1. So Nate Eovaldi, who is supposed to start tomorrow's game, is now warming in the bullpen, which means he can't be starting tomorrow's game now after all.
And maybe that means Brandon Workman is unavailable. He has 7 saves for this club, but boy, Alex Cora trying to pull out all the stops. Worry about tomorrow, I guess.
You get the feeling, Rosie, they think this is a must-win?
Absolutely.
Here's the 2-1 to Reyes. A swing and a miss. He chased the curveball. Barnes has a good one. 2-2.
They're up 6-1 with Sale on the mound. That would be a tough one to see get away if you're Boston and still harbor hopes of making the postseason.
Wow. Well, desperate times for Boston right now in the middle of August. The 2-2. Another curveball hit foul, third base side. Barnes went to that curveball a bunch to get Santana to end the inning, and he's sticking with it. The only problem with a curveball, eventually you're going to hang one. That's when the hitter can't miss. 6-5, Boston leads. Try batting. Bottom of the eighth, nobody out. It'll be Reyes, Ramirez, Perez. The set. The pitch. Curve in the dirt. Full count. Hey, to get your best deal on any new or used car, go to Sunnyside Chevy in Elyria. Or you can check out their inventory and current specials online at SunnysideChevy.com. Flags hanging limp. A delightful 76 degrees. 26,662 on hand. They've seen another very entertaining game. Now the payoff pitch. Up and in. Curveball that didn't do anything. Reyes with a big time at bat draws the walk. And Alex Cora is going to make a Northern Ohio Toyota dealer's call to the pen. We'll be back.
Hurry in during the Ram Summer Clearance event to see why more people are switching to Ram than ever before. It's because the new Ram 1500 has more power with an available Hemi V8 and best-in-class V8 towing. It's no wonder why the Ram
taken long for him, like he was in San Diego, to be a fan favorite and a favorite of his teammates. Mike Freeman is going to pinch run. He's the tying run right now at first base. One down here in the eighth inning. The Indians have been trying to claw their way back all night long, trailing in this ball game by a score of 6-1. Now it's 6-5. So Josh Taylor makes appearance number 32. He's 0-1, a 3.34 ERA, 44 strikeouts, only 10 walks in 32 innings. So here we go. Jose Ramirez, switch hitter, batting right-handed. 2 groundouts and a strikeout in the soccer chants. Jose, 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 Jose begin in unison. Outfielders not all that deep, straight away. Taylor's ready. Here comes the throw to first, and back is Freeman. Freeman, if you're wondering, 1 steal. The guy behind the plate, Sandy Leon, has thrown out 17% of the would-be base stealers. That's beyond bad. The left-hander is ready. High hold. And the pitch, a swing and a miss. Jose gave it a shot. 0-1 the count. Taylor came from the Arizona Diamondbacks. This is a kid that was never drafted. Originally signed as a non-drafted free agent by Philly. Then went to Arizona. Now has made it in the big leagues with Boston. This is his first year in big league baseball. The 0-1. Up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's throwing mid-90s with his fastball. He went to Georgia College, State University, Scottsdale Community College. I wonder if he can sing the alma mater from all 3 schools. Here is the set. Here is the 1-1. High ball 2, 2-1. Well, again, Boston doesn't have that lockdown bullpen. They let Joe Kelly go to the Dodgers. They let Craig Kimbrell walk. And the bullpen has been a source of consternation for much of the year. Now the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a foul back. Ooh, he had a cut. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner on, Tribe down 6-5 in the 8th. I guess in this game you should never say this, but Rosie, you get the feeling if Boston lost tonight, it might be August 13th, but their season might be over.
How many times can you get off the mat and say, you know what, starting tomorrow we're going to get it going?
Now the 2-2. Swung on, shot foul by third base coach Mike Sarbaugh. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes.
22 blown saves this season. When you look at difference between 1 year to the next,
that's big.
They didn't have to deal with that. It's not just that night with the blown save, but is there residual the next day? And
well, their 22 blown saves are the most in Major League Baseball. And this is a club with a $240 million payroll. Now the set. And the 2-2 to Ramirez. Runner started to go. Ramirez taps it foul. Third base side will do it again at 2-2.
And maybe that doesn't happen tonight, but you just got the feeling when Reyes hit the home run in the 6th, that meant Sale wasn't going to be able to pitch as deep into the game, it didn't seem.
Yeah.
And just the momentum turned when it became 6-3 instead of 6-1.
I think there's a sigh of relief from the opposition anytime Chris Sale leaves the mound. Here's the 2-2 to Ramirez, and before it's made a throw to first. I mean, Chris Sale tonight, he looked about as good as we've ever seen. And I know he gave up 3 earned runs, but my goodness. He was electric. Taylor's ready. Hands away from the body. The pitch. Swing, a little dribbler foul in back of the plate. Jose having a heck of an at-bat. What else is new? Remember that 17-pitch at-bat he had against Houston? And this is a 7-pitch at-bat. And he's got the count to 2-2. Nobody out, runner on, 8th inning. Red Sox up 6-5. Minnesota Twins are looking at the scoreboard in Miller Park going, really? Are you kidding? Taylor's ready. The 2-2 runner goes. Pitch swung on, a high bouncer towards short. Cutting in front is Devers. Third baseman's throw just in time. Oh, Ramirez made it close. I tell you what, Devers made a great play. If he does not cut in front of Bogaerts, handle that tough hop, throw off balance on the run across his body to first, Ramirez is safe. That was a special play by Devers. Freeman's now at second, one down, and a Cleveland Clinic call to the bullpen. Tomorrow's start, Nathan Eovaldi, he was a free agent, but the way he pitched for Boston down the stretch last year, he got himself a big-time 4-year contract at the end of the season for $68 million, and he's had a tough year. First off, he's missed 3 months because he had loose bodies removed from his elbow. He just came off the disabled list 3 weeks ago. So Nathan Eovaldi, who was going to start tomorrow and go 55 pitches, is now pitching out of the bullpen tonight. Indians trailing 6-5. Eovaldi, no decisions this year. 4 starts, 9 relief appearances, ERA 6.25. But remember, a lot of that was when he was pitching in pain. We'll see how he is now. Tying run at second, 1 down in the 8th. Roberto Perez 0 for 2, a walk, and he takes a breaking ball strike. Eovaldi, fastball, cut fastball, curve, slider, and splitter. This guy's had a lot of injuries throughout his career. Tommy John, elbow surgery. In fact, he's had that in high school and then had it 9 years later as a pro. Now the pitch, outside and high, 1-1. Boy, there aren't many guys that are in the big leagues that have had Tommy John surgery twice. Last year, Eovaldi came from Tampa Bay. He had made 10 starts with Tampa. Boston used him in their rotation. He was really good in 11 starts, had an ERA of 3.33. Used him in the bullpen in the postseason. Now the pitch, ball 2 outside, 2-1. He was one of their heroes in the postseason. He worked in 3 games in relief in the World Series and gave up 1 run in 8 innings and got himself a 4-year contract to be a starter. But now he's been used in both roles this year. Here he is now tonight in the 8th. The pitch, swing and a miss. Well, he's still got a little giddy up. Holy smokes, 98 miles per hour. Pinch runner Mike Freeman at second. 1 out in the 8th. Drive down, 6-5. They had trailed 6-1 at one point tonight. Eovaldi's ready. The pitch, swing and a miss. High heat got him up and out of the zone. And that is 14 strikeouts for Boston pitching tonight. And the Red Sox lead the American League in strikeouts accumulated by a pitching staff. 2 down. Runner still at second. Tribe still down a run. Here's Jason Kipnis. Kipnis has struck out twice and flied out. In his career against Eovaldi, 3-for-7 is Jason Kipnis. Boston puts 3 on the right side of the infield. Third baseman Devers, a normal third. The pitch. Kipnis taps it to the mound. Eovaldi gloves it, fires to first, and he gets the job done. We go to the 9th. Boston 6. Well, the Indians and the Red Sox go to the 9th. It is 6-5 Boston. And now Tyler Clippard will come on and make appearance number 38. No decisions, a 2.80 ERA. Mike Clevenger had his first rough outing since June. That's not a bad stretch. 6 straight wins for Mike Clevenger. But he tonight went 4 2/3, giving up 4 runs on 11 hits, struck out 6, walked 2. Josh Smith went 2 1/3, giving up 2 runs. Adam Simber, a scoreless inning. Now Tyler Clippard. Andrew Benintendi looks at a strike. Fastball to the outside corner. Primarily fastball, splitter change. Clippard will drop a curveball in there occasionally. Benintendi 0 for 3 with a walk. Now the wind. And Clippard's up. Time call. Benintendi stepping away. KeyBank brings you the keys to the game, and they introduce Easy Up. Here's the 0-1. High, 1-1. Easy Up is the tool that helps you automatically stack up savings, pay down debt. KeyBank, it's the banking home of the Indians. Well, the keys tonight may yet be determined. It's just really been entertaining baseball, which is why you want meaningful games in August. The pitch down and in. 2-1 the count. Boston got the 6-1 lead, and the Indians have come clawing back. 2-run homer to right by Franmil Reyes. 2-run double to left by Frankie Lindor. Carlos Santana, solo homer to center. Benintendi yanks one foul down the right side, a 2-2 count. And another game going tomorrow. Shane Bieber starts for the Indians. Plan B, whatever it is, for Boston.
You don't think Eovaldi comes back?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Can you imagine?
But as we said, it kind of tells you the mindset of manager Alex Cora saying, you know what? We'll worry about tomorrow. We've got to win. We have to win tonight. The pitch, Benintendi fouling it off, third base side. And Terry Francona's talked about that. That's kind of the position the Indians put themselves in after the first 2 months of the year, being 29-30 and 11.5 games out. All of a sudden, the Indians were playing, if not must-win baseball, really important to win type baseball. The 2-2 swing and a foul back. Meanwhile, the Red Sox have in their bullpen warming for the 9th inning. That's the right-hander. And it's Brandon Workman. The Indians have been out hit 14-6, yet they're still in this game down a run. The pitch, high, ball 3, full count. And this game may not be a one-run game. The way Boston swings it and the way they keep this relentless attack. This is the mark of a ball club that hasn't mailed it in. The pitch, swing and a pop-up. Benintendi gets retired. Shallow right. Kipnis is out, called off. Tyler Naquin, the right fielder, corralling it. This is a proud Red Sox team. We told you 108 wins in the regular season, 11-3 in the postseason to win their 4th World Series here in the last 2 decades. And yeah, a lot of things have gone wrong, and yet they come out and they play hard every night. And that's a credit to the front office, the manager, the coaching staff, and those players. Here's Mitch Moreland. The pitch, it's high, a ball. Be pretty easy for the Red Sox to say, hey, we gave you a season that maybe nobody will ever have again. We'll see you next year. That's not their mindset.
You know, Alex Cora looking at it, he said, look, the Mets ripped off 14 wins in 15 games just recently. It could happen.
The 1-0 in there, 1-1. The thing, though, the Mets have better pitching.
Yes.
And that's hard to rip off a winning streak of the magnitude of the Mets, or to do what the Indians have done for 2.5 months. 43-17. It always comes back to pitching. Now, if Chris Sale could pitch every game, I'd believe it. The pitch swung on, fouled back, 1-2. What? David Price is hurt again.
And look at the situation they're facing tomorrow because they're light on pitching. They're not sure about their starter tomorrow. And that's a tough way to go about it in August.
Boy, Chris Sale didn't leave anything in the tank tonight. He was something. The 1-2 pitch. Bounced it in there, 2-2. I just can't see Boston. Well, I guess they could out-club people for 2 weeks, but boy.
They sure could.
I don't know that they have enough pitching to put that kind of a stretch together. Let's see, Rosie, after this series. Well, they play Baltimore. You'll get healthy there. Play Philly. Then they go San Diego, Colorado, the Angels. Yeah. We'll see. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string and got him. So Moreland is a strikeout victim. 2 down. Hey, did anybody think the Indians could go 43-17?
Not outside the clubhouse, I don't think.
No.
In the clubhouse, for sure. I mean, they felt they had a run in them, no question. 43-17, I'm not sure, but but I don't think they look at it that way. They just, hey, win a game that day.
That's like the Indians. Here's Marco Hernandez, 2 for 4, couple of singles, RBI. Red Sox batting, 9th inning. 2 outs, bases empty, 6-5 Boston. Clippard the wind in the pitch, a swing and a foul back. The Indians in that incredible 2016 World Series year had that 14-game winning streak, a club record. And they were sputtering in 2017. Came out of the All-Star break and lost 5 out of 6 to San Francisco and Oakland, and were barely a 500 team. The wind and the 0-1 pitch popped up, foul, backing out of play, 0-2. Club came home after that West Coast trip, had a club meeting, player meeting. The guys said, hey, kick it in gear here, guys. You can't sit around thinking we're going to have a 14-game winning streak like we did last year. And by golly, they were right. They had a 22-game winning streak. You don't know. Drive down a run, Boston, with Marco Hernandez at the plate in an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, drilled foul. Club seats right side. We'll do it again at 0-2. Kid's a interesting-looking player. He can swing it. Tonight, RBI double, infield single, run scored. Looks like it'll be Brandon Workman against Greg Allen, Tyler Naquin, and Frankie Lindor in the 9th. The pitch fouled straight back by Hernandez, and he stays alive at 0-2. The next pitch, swing and a foul tip. Good at bat here by Hernandez. Still an 0-2 count. Clippard makes it tough on the hitters, changes eye levels. He doesn't throw as hard as he once did. 90 miles an hour tops. But he'll work that fastball in the upper regions. Change the eye level with a changeup in the splitter below the knees. Now the 2-strike delivery. Bounce that splitter in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Minnesota Twins and Milwaukee, 7th inning, 4-1. Twins on top. As Minnesota is getting the kind of performance they haven't seen from Martin Perez in weeks. There was talk that he might not get another chance to start. Boy, has he responded tonight. The 1-2. Swung on a bouncing ball to second. Kipnis handles the shoulder high hop. He'll throw Hernandez out. Do the Indians have one more rabbit somewhere in the... Well, the Red Sox are going to go to their closer, Brandon Workman, as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. And the Red Sox leading the Indians 6-5 in a game that, we're not trying to put words in the mouth of manager Alex Cora, but it feels like the way he's managing it, that it's a must-win situation because he used the slated starter for tomorrow, Nathan Eovaldi, to get 2 outs in the 8th. Obviously, now you go to your closer, Brandon Workman, but he's forfeiting what he had hoped to be 5 innings tomorrow for 2 outs tonight to try to get a win. There's Greg Allen leading it off, batting left-handed. He is 0 for 3. Workman uses the full windup, and the pitch is in there. It's a called strike. This is a guy that is not going to just stand there and blow you away. This guy knows how to pitch. Talking about Brandon Workman. Fastball cutter, curve, changeup. He delivers. And a check swing. Did he go? Yep. 0-2. Workman this year has gone 8-1, 7 saves, ERA 1.87, 55th appearance. He has 73 strikeouts in 53 innings. And the opposition batting a microscopic 120. The pitch. And he missed outside with a curveball. Brandon Workman, not your prototype closer, but boy, he's been doing a nice job for the Red Sox. Allen, first at bat, left-handed tonight. The pitch to him. And he sends a liner to right base hit. Well, there's the tying run. A guy that has a 120 batting average against gives up the leadoff single. I tell you what, folks. If the Indians pull this one out, boy, it's hard not to think it's one of those destiny-type years. Here is Tyler Naquin. Let's see what's he doing. Is he bunting? Is he swinging away? He's 1 for 3 with a single. Naquin's had some adventures trying to bunt. He does have 2 sack bunts. Well, here we go. That's why Tito gets the big bucks. He should. He's a future Hall of Famer. The pitch, Naquin not showing bunt, high fastball. Charging at third was Devers. He's like, ooh, it's not fun. I'm charging, he's swinging. So many times Tito leaves it in the hands of the hitter. Hey, get that guy to second. However you feel most comfortable doing it. Workman is ready. The 1-0 pitch. Runner goes. Pitch is high. Throw to second. Steal. How about that? Now you can bunt. Boy, did Allen get a jump. Wow. His 3rd steal of the year. Not much Leon could do. Throw was high. He had to rush it. And you talk about a clutch stolen base. So the tying run now at second, and now you look for the bunt. Red Sox, they're up at the corners. The count on Tyler Naquin's 1-1. Again, you don't have to bunt. Just, if you're Tyler Naquin, make sure that when your at bat is over, Allen's on at third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul back. No, he had a heck of a cut. And now the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Now, these are the moments managers get criticized no matter what they do. If they lay down a bunt and it doesn't end up in a run scoring, it's like, why'd you give up the out? If they don't bunt and the runner doesn't get over, well, why didn't you bunt? And usually it's the same guy with the same complaint both ways. The pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. Now, give Workman some credit. Boston pitching now has struck out 15. That's a big one there. So the tying run is still at second base. But if you look at the numbers, and I'm not a proponent one way or the other. I'm a believer in let those guys down there figure it out. They know more than we do, but numbers will show you, statistically speaking, it's not good to give up an out to move a runner. So we'll see.
And you balance that by the amount of more ways you can score from third with less than 2 outs. But you're right, the numbers, and I think it shows throughout baseball, a lot less sacrifice bunts.
Frankie Lindor batting left-handed, tying run at second. He takes the high curve. Lindor tonight, 2 for 4. 2-run double that made it what it is now, 6-5. You got that 2-out, 2-run double in the 7th. Can he deliver again with the Indians down 6-5 in the 9th? Greg Allen, who can fly at second, 1 down. The set in the pitch. Down low, he didn't go, 2-0. Again, if you're into numbers, here they are. In his career, Frankie Lindor 2 for 2 against Brandon Workman. Well, nobody's on their posterior right now. They're all standing here at Progressive Field. Boston 6, Cleveland 5. Allen at second. 1 down, bottom of the 9th. Brandon Workman trying to get his 8th save. He does have 4 blown saves. Now the 2-0 pitch to Lindor. Curveball hit foul, first base side. Oh, Frankie Lindor wanted to launch one there. 2 balls and a strike. Another one tomorrow at 1:10. Anybody that has come to the first 2 games of this series will tell you they got way more than their money's worth. Hope you'll be here tomorrow. Shane Bieber becoming a Cy Young candidate on the hill for the Indians at 1:10. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a line drive to the gap. Left center base hit. It'll go to the wall. Allen scores. Lindor with a double. Leaping, celebrating, raising his arms. Oh, what a night. We are tied at 6. Francisco Lindor has had back-to-back doubles to drive in 3, and the Indians have come from a 5-run deficit to tie it at 6. And Brandon Workman with his 5th blown save. And the winning run is still in scoring position for Oscar Mercado. Dana Lavangi, the pitching coach, meeting with his troops. He'll head back to the first base dugout. Oscar Mercado 1 for 4 with an infield single and 3 strikeouts. Well, Greg Allen got it going with a single, stole second. After the Naquin strikeout, Frankie Lindor rips a gapper to left center to tie the game at 6. The double is 29th. He now has 51 RBIs. Can Oscar Mercado give the Indians their 3rd straight last at-bat win and their 2nd consecutive walk-off? The pitch from Workman. Swing and a smash foul outside of 3rd, strike 1. This is where Mercado's got to take a deep breath and relax. He wants so badly to deliver. He wants so badly to do well in a winning fashion that you have to be careful not to try and do too much. Here's the set, and time is called. Well, they're all on their feet now at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario. What a ball game. Tribe down 6-1. Made it 6-3 in the 6th, 6-5 in the 7th, 6-6 in the 9th. The set. Lindor dancing. There he goes. Pitches high. throw to third, slide, tag, safe. Boston will challenge this, guaranteed. Lindor went in head first. He's a little shaken up. Boy, he was dancing off that bag at second. He didn't get quite the jump maybe he thought he could get. Leon made a nice throw to third. Head first slide. The tag by the third baseman, and Lindor, I think, is out. We will have a Barbasol close shave managerial decision as the crew in New York is going to call it, but the replay that we have seen would indicate that Frankie Lindor is out, and that might have been a case there too. Frankie just trying to do too much. And he's still being attended to, shaken up after that head-first slide. But the review is made, and he is out. The call is overturned. Caught stealing at third. Wow. Talk about it. Change in the atmosphere. So now the bases are empty with 2 down. The winning run is at the plate. And Mercado with a 1-1 count. Back to the windup is Workman and the 1-1 to Mercado. Inside, he missed with the breaking ball, 2-1. The next delivery, a swing and a foul upstairs. And now Oscar Mercado with a 2-2 count, 2 outs, nobody on. Game tied at 6. Frankie Lindor tied it with that camper double to left center. Workman delivering. Mercado with a high fly ball to right. We've got extra innings here in Cleveland. Catch made by Betts, but Frankie Lindor tied it with the RBI double. We've got extra innings again. Game tied at 6 as Whitgren makes appearance number 42. He's 4-0. He has 3 saves, ERA 2.58, averaging a strikeout an inning. So he'll take over after Tyler Clippard had another 1-2-3 inning. Whitgren fastball, curve, changeup. That curve kind of a cross between a curve and slider. Andrew Kashner, who has struggled so much since being acquired from Baltimore as a starter, he's been relegated to the bullpen, and he is now warming up for the Red Sox. Christian Vasquez is going to pinch hit for his fellow catcher, Sandy Leon. Then Vasquez will stay on and catch the remainder of this ballgame. Vasquez having a big year. Sandy Leon tonight was 0 for 3 with a walk. Vasquez, a right-handed hitter. So it's a righty-righty encounter. Another good one here tonight, as Nick Whitgren will take over in the 10th. Game tied at 6. The set. And the pitch now to Vasquez. A swing and a miss, up and in with a fastball. The 9-inning totals: Boston 6 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. And the Red Sox have stranded 10. Cleveland 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. And the Indians have left 5. Vasquez awaits the 0-1. Here it comes, and he waves at it, 0-2. Vasquez this year batting .278, 18 homers, 52 RBIs, and he has 2 pinch hit homers. So Whitgren is the Indians' fourth different relief pitcher. Mike Clevenger didn't get out of the fifth, but he will not lose. He gets a no decision thanks to the Indians' ninth inning rally on the Frankie Lindor RBI double that tied this game. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled upstairs, still 0-2. No Brad Hand tonight for the Indians, not after the amount of work he had to put in the last two games. Quite frankly, every bullpen this time of the year, a lot of guys are tired or running on fumes.
Yeah, all hands on deck on every AAA club. If you're on the 40-man, you might be in play the next day.
Now the set by Whitgren and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul back. Oh, target was on the outside corner, and that ball leaked over middle in. And that's an area that Vasquez can really do damage. So the count stays 0-2. If you're just joining us, Corey Kluber, Tyler Olson, Dan Otero, they all pitched in AA Akron tonight. And we'll know more when you actually talk to people tomorrow. Sometimes you can get deceived if you just simply look at the numbers, but certainly seemed encouraging. The pitch, swing and a foul upstairs. We'll do it again at 0-2. Big night for the folks down in Akron to see those guys, highlighted by the two-time Cy Young Award winner and Corey Kluber. So the Indians have some help soon to be on the way. We'll talk to Tito tomorrow on the pregame show and see what the Indians folks thought about how those guys looked. Here's the pitch, swing and a foul back. Boy, Vasquez is having another good at bat. And the count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Corey Kluber went 4 innings, gave up 1 run on 2 hits, struck out 6, walked 1, made 60 pitches. Dan Otero, a scoreless inning, walked a batter. Tyler Olson, 2/3 of a scoreless inning, gave up a hit, walked a batter, struck out 2. They had a crowd of 8,300 in Akron. The pitch, again, fouled back. And again, Vasquez with a 7-pitch at bat and mounting. Minnesota Twins, half game in back of the Indians, playing the Brewers tonight. And the Brewers have scored 4 in the 7th to take a 5-4 lead over Minnesota in the 7th inning. Wow. Here's the set by Whitgren and the 0-2. Swing and a little pop. First base side near the seat. Santana, he'll not have enough room. 4 rows deep. And the count stays 0-2. Ryan Harper and the bullpen giving it up tonight. Martin Perez went 6 innings, gave up 1 run, unearned, gave way to the bullpen, and the bullpen imploded, giving up 4 in the 7th inning. Boy, that would be devastating is too strong a word. But for the Twins, that would be a real kick in the teeth to lose that one. Now the 0-2. Another foul out of play on the 9th pitch of the at-bat. And this takes a lot out of a pitcher, too. Regardless of what happens, Vasquez, even if he doesn't get aboard, could impact what happens the rest of the inning. Nick Whitgren, he's tried everything. 9 pitches, all have been strikes or foul balls. Here's the set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. So Whitgren records the Indians' 10th strikeout. Heck of a battle. 10-pitch at bat, but the Indians get the result they needed. Here is Jackie Bradley, the number 9 hitter, 1 for 3, a single hit by a pitch. Here's the pitch, in tight, ball 1. Kyle Seager becomes the 11th Seattle Mariner to get 3 home runs in a game. Doing that in Detroit. The pitch, and it's a little low and outside, ball 2, 2-0. Whitgren's next delivery. Swung on and a rocket to right that's way out of here. Trying to surprise him with a changeup. And Jackie Bradley Jr. hammers his 14th. Wow. And just like that, Boston answers that kick in the stomach they took in the 9th inning with a home run from Jackie Bradley Jr. here in the 10th. And the Red Sox now back on top of the Indians, 7-6. That changeup just stayed up. And Bradley didn't miss it. Top of the order now, Mookie Betts. Triple and a single and a walk. 2 for 4 officially. Right-hander against right-hander. And the pitch. And it's in there. Who knows what Vasquez 10-pitch at bat may have done to impact the next at bat. Jackie Bradley got a hanging changeup and pummeled it. Now the 0-1. Fastball is up, 1-1, and everything's up for Nick Whitgren here in the 10th inning. 7-6 Red Sox. That's their first home run in this game. Indians, Red Sox. Another long game tonight. They'll play again tomorrow at 1:10. Quick turnaround. Whitgren's pitch. Swung on, skied. Shallow center. Easy play for Oscar Mercado. And he drifts toward right center to pull it down. Well, this is not exactly what the Red Sox had in mind. Andrew Cashner has been just awful as a starter since they got him from Baltimore. So bad they took him out of the rotation, put him into the pen. They didn't put him into the bullpen to try to get him his first outing as a closer. But that's how this game's gone. Here's Rafael Devers with 2 down. 7-6 Red Sox, 10th inning. And the pitch up and away, ball 1. The Indians and the Red Sox. 10th inning, 7-6 Boston. The next pitch swung on, ripped to center. That's a base hit. It'll go all the way to the wall. And Devers has a 6-hit night, 4 of them doubles. How about that? His 4th double laced to center field. My goodness, can that kid hit? And so he is aboard at second with a 2-out double. Indians trailing 7-6, and now Xander Bogaerts gets to hit. He is 1 for 5 with a single, and catcher Roberto Perez is going to head to the mound. As critical here to keep this a 1-run deficit going into the bottom of the 10th. When in the bottom of the 10th, it'll be Santana, Freeman, and Ramirez, because Reyes was lifted for the pinch runner. And, boy, you better be careful here, or Xander Bogaerts could blow this thing wide open. Now the set, now the pitch. And it's in there, called strike. When Andrew Kashner comes in tonight, he's never had a save in the minor leagues. He's never had a save in the major leagues. And yet, he's going to be their closer. Well, you talk about pressure on a guy that hasn't delivered since being traded as a starter. The pitch, swung on, grounded towards second, diving stop by Kipnis. He has no play. Now he throws home, and they got him caught. Perez throws to third, a rundown with Devers between home and third. Ramirez throws to the pitcher. Whitgren tags him out. Boy, what a great play by Kipnis. There was no way he could get Xander Bogaerts. He dove toward first and shallow right to keep. Andrew Kashner, so bad in the rotation since Boston got him from Baltimore. They have dumped him into the bullpen and did not exactly count on this being his first relief appearance, trying to get his first professional save. He's never had a save in the majors. He's never had a save in the minors. He's a guy that features a four-seam fastball, sinker, cutter, curve, slider, and changeup. Kashner will face Carlos Santana. Indians have seen him this year as a starter with Baltimore, and he pitched well. Santana batting left-handed, takes, and it's in there, called strike. So Kashner, since Baltimore traded him, with Boston, he's 1-4 with an 8.01 ERA in 6 starts. That's why he's in the bullpen. 3 on the right side of the infield. The pitch to Santana. Down low, and he misses. We'll see if his stuff plays up better. Still throws mid-90s. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kashner, overall this season, 10-7, a 4.83 ERA in 23 starts. The pitch. And it's high, 2-1. He has relieved in the major leagues before, but he's never had a save. Now, with Boston, in 6 starts, he allowed 7 home runs. He's given up 18 gopher balls on the year. Santana tonight, solo homer to center. 1 for 3. He's also walked. And the Indians have been the never say die gang. Can they keep it up? Down 7-6 in the 10th. The set, the pitch, swing and a miss. Kept that fastball away, and that's critical. You don't get beat now in the 10th inning with a pull side homer. Kashner, if he gives up an opposite field home run, he won't be happy. Easier to live with that than a pull side home run. The next offering, swung on a little floater to left field. This is trouble, base hit. So here come the Indians. Tying run at first. Nobody out in the 10th. Brandon Workman worked the 9th, gave up a run on 2 hits, struck out a batter. Mike Freeman, he came on to pinch run for Franmil Reyes, who had walked in the 8th. This will be Freeman's first at bat. Freeman, a really good bunter, leads the club with 5 sacked bunts. On the year, he's batting .260, 3 homers, 15 RBIs. Tell you what, Freeman's had some big moments for the Indians in a reserve role. Let's see what the Tribe does here. Santana held at first by Moreland. Devers at the cut of the grass at third. The pitch, Freeman bunts first baseline, and a beauty. Throw goes to second. They get him. Yep. I said a beauty. I'm wrong. He bunted it too hard, and Moreland charged after holding the runner. And the Gold Glover never hesitated and threw a strike to second and forces out the lead runner. So that time the Indians bunt, and it backfires. And Freeman is on with a fielder's choice. Boy, is that a huge out for Boston. So, tying run still at first, now one down. Can Jose Ramirez deliver? Freeman runs pretty well, shift to the right, and he draws the throw, and he's back with a dive. The Indians have posted 6 walk-off wins this year. They've had 4 walk-off home runs, including last night. The set. The pitch. And it's a little bit low, ball 1. Tribe down a run, 10th inning. Runner at first, 1 out. Shift to the right. Outfielders spread out. The pitch. Swing and a foul back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ramirez tonight 0 for 4, 3 groundouts. He's had 10 home runs since the All-Star break. Ramirez does have 1 walk-off game-winning homer. He got a 2-run homer in the 9th inning off the White Sox Kelvin Herrera here on May 3rd. Now the set, now the 1-1 pitch. Outside, missed with a changeup. Scoreboard keeps calling it a 2-seam fastball. It's a changeup. Not that that matters. That's a machine that puts those pitches up there, and machine needs a little adjusting. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another good changeup. And they count 2-2. Well, this takes some guts. If you're Andrew Cashner, you're throwing mid-90s and back-to-back changeups. Freeman at first, 1 down in the 10th. 7-6 Red Sox. Indians were down 5, eventually tied it. Now down a run in the 10th. The 2-2 delivery. Swung on, yanked, foul down the right side. He may have gone to that changeup one too many times. 2-2 the count. Now does Cashner say, better try to run a fastball up around the letters or above, see if he can chase. Cashner's ready. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He stayed with the changeup. So Cashner strikes out Ramirez, 2 down. Indians are down to their last hope. And Indians hitters have struck out tonight 16 times. The last hope, catcher Roberto Perez, 3 strikeouts and a walk. Tenth inning, Boston with a Jackie Bradley homer in the top of the inning, leading 7-6. Freeman at first, 2 down in the 10th. Righty-righty matchup. The set. The pitch. Down low, ball 1. Cashner trying to get his first professional save. He delivers. Checked on a fastball away. Did he go? Nope. 2-0 the count. Well, he was brought in to fortify the rotation. That has been a disaster. But I'll tell you what, a lot will be forgiven if he gets this save tonight for Boston. He's ready. Here it comes to Perez. And before it's made, throw to first. Freeman diving back. 7 runs, 16 hits for the Red Sox. The Indians have been held to 6 runs on 9 base hits. Indians are down to their last out. Runner at first, 2 down, tribe down a run. The 2-0 pitch to Perez. Swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. Cashner throws mid-90s, but he's gone with a lot of soft stuff here to the Indians hitters in the 10th. The big right-hander with the long red beard fires. Swing and a miss. Good slider. And the Indians are down to their last strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two outs, runner at first, 7-6 Red Sox here in the 10th. Now the set, and the 2-2 to Perez. Swing and a miss. The ball game's over. A wild one tonight, and Boston prevails in 10 innings, 7-6.